Welcome to Quiet Lives. Before we drift into tonight's journey, if you find sanctuary here, please consider subscribing to join our community of rest. I would love to know which corner of the world you are finding peace in tonight, and what hour it is where you are. Feel free to share your story in the comments below. Now, let's begin. The morning light filters through floor-to-ceiling windows, casting geometric patterns across the polished marble floor of your penthouse suite. It is the golden hour, and the city outside is just beginning to stir, a muted hum rising from far below. You are still resting in the expansive bed, the silk sheets cool against your skin, a gentle weight across your shoulders. You stir slightly, your awareness slowly gathering itself. The crisp linen duvet, custom-made with a subtle diagonal weave, shifts with your movement, its faint rustle, a soft whisper in the quiet room. You notice the precise way the sun catches the edge of the brushed bronze frame of the bedside table, illuminating tiny dust motes dancing in the air, almost imperceptible. The air itself holds a faint, clean scent, a blend of purified oxygen, and a hint of the rare wood paneling that lines one wall of the suite. Your hand, still heavy with sleep, reaches slowly towards the cool surface of the custom-cut crystal carafe on the polished obsidian bedside table. The glass feels substantial, perfectly weighted in your palm. You trace the smooth, cool line of its form, the subtle facets catching the early light and refracting it into miniature rainbows that vanish as quickly as they appear. The accompanying tumbler, equally heavy, lifts from its place with a soft, almost inaudible click against the stone. You bring the cool rim of the glass to your lips. The water, perfectly chilled, tastes pure without a hint of mineral or trace. You take a slow, deliberate sip, feeling the coolness spread through your mouth, a gentle awakening. As you lower the glass, you allow your gaze to drift across the room, taking in the serene expanse of the space. The distant, muted sounds of the city are a soft counterpoint to the profound stillness within your private sanctuary. The quiet hum of the climate control system is barely there, a consistent, reassuring presence. The view from your window stretches out, an endless panorama of glass and steel, softened by the morning haze. You notice the precise angle of a distant skyscraper, its highest spire catching the very first direct rays of sunlight, gleaming with an almost impossible brilliance. This quiet observation feels like a privilege, a moment held just for you. The room settles around you, a cocoon of carefully curated comfort. The soft light of the rising sun now invites you to move beyond the glass, onto your private terrace, where the air feels distinctly fresher and carries a different quality. You rise from the expansive bed, the fine silk sheets whispering their release with a barely audible rustle against the custom-stitched duvet cover, and step onto the cool, polished marble of the suite, the same floor you walked across just moments ago. The sensation is grounding, a smooth, consistent coolness beneath your bare feet. Your bare feet carry you with a deliberate, quiet grace across the vast expanse of the suite, towards the wide sliding glass door that leads to your outdoor sanctuary. As your hand reaches for the brushed metal handle, the door senses your presence and opens with a nearly imperceptible glide, a testament to its precision engineering, revealing the expansive outdoor space. A gentle, cool breeze immediately brushes against your skin, a subtle awakening, carrying with it the crisp, clean scent of the morning city, a light, almost mineral aroma that hints at distant green spaces. On the custom-designed outdoor table, crafted from a single, substantial slab of honed Italian granite, a bespoke breakfast has been meticulously arranged. Each item is presented with an understated elegance that speaks of careful consideration. Warm, hand-thrown porcelain plates, delicate, perfectly balanced silver cutlery resting on a linen runner, and an array of fresh, vibrant offerings catching the golden light. The table itself feels solid, unyielding, a quiet anchor against the vastness of the sky. You approach the table, your gaze settling first on the steaming, matte black ceramic pot of coffee. Its rich, deep aroma, a comforting and familiar promise in the morning air. Lifting the warm, precisely weighted cup from its matching saucer, you pour the dark liquid, watching the small, intricate tendrils of steam rise and dissipate instantly into the cool morning air. The subtle sound of the coffee flowing is a gentle, rhythmic whisper. The first sip is a moment of deep, profound comfort. The subtle bitterness of the freshly ground beans perfectly balanced by a hint of warmth on your tongue. A smooth, lingering finish. Beside the coffee, a selection of freshly baked pastries rests on a tiered slate stand, their golden brown crusts glistening softly under the increasing light. Your fingers gently, almost reverently, select a small, perfectly formed croissant, its surface delicate and flaky, yielding with a soft, dry crackle to your touch. The faint warmth from its recent baking is still present. You bring it slowly to your lips, noticing the delicate layers, the subtle sweetness and rich buttery warmth melting effortlessly on your tongue. A luxurious texture that requires no effort, simply dissolves. As you savor this quiet moment, your eyes drift back to the sprawling city below, now fully bathed in a brighter, more direct sunlight, revealing even more intricate details. The distant, muted movement of vehicles, and the faint, almost imperceptible hum of the awakening metropolis are a soft, continuous murmur, a gentle, rhythmic pulse that never intrudes upon the profound tranquility of your elevated space. You notice the precise, geometric angles of the distant skyscrapers, the glint of glass reflecting the sun, the intricate patterns of the urban landscape unfolding beneath you like a vast, carefully composed painting. The warmth of the ceramic cup remains a comforting, grounding presence in your hands as the morning slowly, unhurriedly unfolds around you. You lean back slightly into the deep comfort of the custom-woven outdoor chair, feeling the subtle, increasing warmth of the sun on your face. A quiet, deep peace settling even further within you, inviting you to simply be. Leaving the gentle warmth of the sun-drenched terrace behind, you step back into the cool, hushed air of the penthouse. The same polished marble floor, a familiar coolness beneath your feet. The transition is subtle, a shift from the expansive city vista to a more contained, intimate space. A faint, almost imperceptible scent of aged paper and fine leather immediately greets you as you approach the entrance to your personal library. A scent both rich and comforting. You move through the wide, silently pivoting doorway, designed to blend seamlessly with the wall, and into the quiet embrace of the room. Here, the light has a different quality. It is softer, diffused, filtering through tall, narrow windows that frame glimpses of the city, rather than the wide panorama of the terrace. The air inside feels still, carefully conditioned, holding a consistent, pleasant temperature. Your gaze drifts over the towering bookshelves, crafted from dark, sustainably sourced walnut, reaching almost to the ceiling, filled with countless volumes. Your fingers, with a slow, deliberate motion, begin to glide along the spines, a tactile journey across different textures and materials. You feel the smooth, cool leather of an early 20th century binding, a subtle grain beneath your fingertips. Further along, the rougher, almost woven texture of a 19th century cloth cover passes beneath your touch. Then, the delicate, almost papery feel of a vellum-bound tome, its surface surprisingly resilient. Each touch is a quiet acknowledgement of craftsmanship and history. You pause, your eye catching the subtle gold tooling on a particular first edition, its title barely legible in the ambient light. With a gentle, precise motion, you slide it from its place, feeling the slight, dry resistance as it leaves the shelf, a soft, hushed, asterisk, SHHHK, asterisk sound. The book rests in your hands, its weight a familiar comfort, substantial yet not cumbersome. The cover, a deep, almost iridescent green, shows the slight, natural wear of time, a subtle patina that only enhances its character. You open the book slowly, carefully, the faint, dry crackle of the old paper, a quiet sound in the stillness of the room. The pages, slightly yellowed at the edges with time, whisper softly as you turn them, one by one, revealing the elegant, precise typography of a bygone era. A unique, earthy scent of old ink and fibrous paper rises subtly from between the leaves, a gentle, grounding aroma that speaks of quiet hours and forgotten stories. You trace the delicate curve of a capital letter with the pad of your thumb, feeling the faint, almost imperceptible impression of the letterpress on the page. You move towards the deep, custom-upholstered armchair positioned by one of the tall windows. Its dark, plush velvet invites you to sink in. The fabric yields softly as you settle, the perfect ergonomic curve supporting your back, allowing your body to relax completely. The light from the window falls just right over your shoulder, illuminating the page without glare, creating a perfect, private reading environment. The quiet absorption begins, a gentle hum of stillness filling the space, as the world outside fades into a distant, muted backdrop. The weight of the book in your hands is a steady, reassuring presence. You gently close the rare first edition, its old pages settling with a soft, dry sigh against each other, and carefully place it on the small, polished Macassar ebony side table beside the deep, velvet armchair. The soft light from the tall window still bathes the space, but the morning has progressed, deepening slightly, casting longer, more defined shadows across the rich Persian rug. A subtle shift in the air, perhaps the quiet whir of the climate control system adjusting, signals a continued sense of calm and perfect temperature within the library. You rise slowly from the velvet, feeling its plush embrace release you, and turn towards a different corner of the room, drawn by the quiet promise of warmth. Here, a low table crafted from a single slab of veined black marble holds a meticulously arranged tea service. The contrast between the cool, smooth stone and the delicate porcelain is striking. A fine bone china teapot, a precise, elegant curve of white, sits quietly, its surface radiating a gentle warmth that hints at the freshly brewed contents within. Your gaze settles on the inviting form of a bespoke leather armchair positioned nearby, its rich, dark hide gleaming softly in the diffused light. You approach it, your fingers tracing the smooth, cool surface of the leather armrest, feeling the subtle, natural grain beneath your touch. It has a distinct, earthy scent, a deep, comforting aroma of fine, aged leather that grounds the senses. As you slowly lower yourself into its depths, the supple material yields with a soft, almost imperceptible creak, molding itself to your form, enveloping you in a firm yet gentle embrace. The leather feels cool at first, then quickly warms to your body, creating a sense of secure, enveloping comfort. You reach for the teapot, your hand closing around its perfectly balanced handle. The porcelain feels smooth and substantial, conveying a pleasant, even warmth. As you tilt it slightly, a thin stream of amber liquid pours silently into the waiting cup, filling the air with the delicate, complex aroma of freshly steeped Darjeeling, a subtle blend of floral and malty notes. The quiet clink of the teapot resting back on its coaster is the only sound, a small punctuation in the stillness. You lift the warm cup, its thin rim barely touching your lips. The first sip is a moment of pure, unhurried indulgence. The tea is perfectly hot, not scalding, its warmth spreading gently through your mouth, carrying the delicate, nuanced flavors across your tongue. You feel the subtle astringency, the lingering sweetness, a quiet dance of taste. You hold the cup for a moment longer, allowing the warmth to permeate your hands, feeling the finely crafted porcelain against your fingertips, absorbing its quiet energy. With the book resting on the table nearby, and the warmth of the tea settling within you, you lean back into the deep comfort of the leather armchair. The subtle, hushed sounds of the city continue their distant murmur, a gentle, rhythmic background that only serves to deepen the profound stillness and privacy of your library. You notice the way the light now slants across the spines of the books opposite you, illuminating a particular rich crimson binding, a quiet invitation to another moment of calm observation. The subtle weight of the cup in your hand, the soft texture of the leather, and the lingering warmth of the tea create a perfect, serene moment. The gentle warmth of the tea has long since dissipated, and the library's light has softened further, shifting from afternoon glow to the quiet, deepening hues of early evening. You rise from the plush comfort of the leather armchair, feeling its subtle resistance as you move, and carefully place the empty teacup on its matching saucer on the polished ebony table. The book you were perusing rests quietly beside it, its aged pages now closed, awaiting another moment. A quiet transition carries you from the library's hushed embrace across the same cool, polished marble floor that connects the various private spaces of your penthouse. The ambient light in the main corridor has dimmed imperceptibly, guided by a sophisticated system that anticipates the natural progression of the day, creating a seamless flow of tranquility. You approach a discreet, almost hidden panel in the wall, crafted from the same dark walnut as the library shelves, its presence known only by a subtle, barely visible seam. With a deliberate, unhurried motion, your hand presses gently against a specific point on the panel. There is a faint, almost inaudible click as the hidden mechanism disengages. The panel then pivots slowly, silently inward, revealing a dimly lit passage and a distinct shift in the air. A cool, earthy scent immediately greets you, a rich, complex aroma of damp stone, aged wood, and the faint, sweet promise of fermenting grapes, a stark contrast to the purified air of the upper levels. You step forward, allowing the panel to close softly behind you with a gentle thud that seals the outer world away, and begin your descent. The private staircase is crafted from solid, unpolished granite, each step wide and shallow, designed for a slow, contemplative journey. Your hand rests lightly on the cool, smooth surface of the wrought iron railing, feeling the intricate, bespoke patterns beneath your fingers, a grounding presence in the subtle dimness. Each footfall is soft, absorbed by the solidity of the stone, a quiet rhythm echoing in the contained space. As you descend deeper, the temperature drops further, settling into a perfectly consistent, cool humidity that is both refreshing and deeply still. The air feels heavy, ancient, a silent guardian of time. The passage eventually opens into the expansive chamber of your private wine cellar, a space of hushed reverence. Low, precisely calibrated LED lights, embedded discreetly within the arched stone ceiling, cast a soft, amber glow, illuminating endless rows of bottles that stretch into the quiet depths. The racks themselves are custom-built from dark, unvarnished oak, their sturdy frames holding thousands of bottles, each one a testament to time and terroir. You walk slowly along the narrow aisles, the faint scent of oak and cork now mingling with the deeper, more profound aromas of slumbering wines. Your gaze drifts over the carefully arranged labels, each a miniature work of art, a whisper of vintage and origin. The quiet hum of the climate control system is barely audible, a constant, reassuring presence, maintaining the perfect, unchanging environment. Your fingers, with a slow, almost reverent touch, trace the cool, smooth glass of a particular bottle, a specific vintage you have been considering. The weight of the bottle feels substantial, balanced, a promise held within its dark green form. You read the delicate script on the label, noting the year, the region, the specific vineyard. The subtle coolness of the glass against your skin is a quiet anchor, pulling you deeper into the tranquil moment. The stillness of the cellar envelops you completely, a profound quietude that invites a deep, unhurried breath. Your fingers linger on the cool, smooth glass of the chosen bottle, its subtle curvature fitting perfectly against your palm, a testament to its long, quiet slumber within this perfectly preserved environment. The faint amber light from the discreet ceiling fixtures catches the dark green of the glass, revealing a slight, almost imperceptible film of dust that speaks of its undisturbed rest. A subtle, deep aroma of damp earth and aged wood continues to pervade the cool air, a constant, grounding presence. With a gentle, deliberate motion, you begin to ease the bottle from its horizontal position within the oak rack. The wooden slats, precisely cut and polished, offer a slight hushed resistance as the heavy bottle slides forward. There is a soft, dry asterisk SHHHK asterisk sound as it detaches fully, a quiet release that echoes briefly in the profound stillness of the vault. The weight of the bottle feels substantial, balanced, and reassuring in your hand, a contained promise of time and taste. You hold the bottle for a moment, turning it slowly to observe the label. The paper, slightly textured and cream-colored, feels cool and dry beneath the pad of your thumb. You trace the elegant, almost calligraphic script of the vintage and estate name, noticing the subtle, embossed texture of the crest. The cork, visible beneath the foil, appears perfectly sealed, a dark, dense cap protecting its contents. You allow your gaze to drift across the deep, dark liquid within, a silent, unmoving presence behind the thick glass. Nearby, a small, bespoke trolley awaits, crafted from brushed steel and dark, resilient wood, its wheels designed for silent movement across the polished stone floor. Its surface holds a custom-fitted cradle lined with dark, plush velvet. With careful precision, you lower the selected bottle into one of these soft, yielding compartments. There is no sound, only the gentle displacement of the velvet, as the bottle settles securely into its designated space, its dark green form contrasting with the deep, soft fabric. You pause then, allowing your hand to rest on the cool, smooth surface of the trolley's handle. The air in the cellar remains perfectly still, perfectly cool, a constant testament to the meticulous care given to this subterranean sanctuary. The faint, almost imperceptible hum of the advanced climate control system is the only mechanical sound, a rhythmic, deep vibration that is more felt than heard. maintaining the exact temperature and humidity required for these precious vintages. Rows upon rows of bottles stretch into the soft, amber-lit distance, each one a quiet sentinel. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the unique, earthy perfume of the cellar to fill your senses, a complex blend of damp stone, ancient wood, and the subtle, evolving bouquet of slumbering wine. The coolness of the air invigorates, yet also soothes, creating a profound sense of quietude. The act of selection, completed with such unhurried care, leaves you with a deep, settling calm, a quiet anticipation for the evening ahead. The stillness of the vault wraps around you, a gentle, comforting embrace. The cool, earthy embrace of the wine cellar gradually recedes as you begin your ascent, the chosen bottle resting securely on the bespoke trolley that glides silently beside you. Each step on the honed granite staircase feels familiar, the cool wrought iron railing a steady presence beneath your hand as you move upwards, away from the profound stillness of the vault. The air slowly warms, shedding the cellar's ancient chill, transitioning back to the precisely conditioned atmosphere of your penthouse suite. You emerge from the hidden passage, the dark walnut panel closing with a soft, precise fooling behind you, sealing away the subterranean world. The evening light, a softer, deeper hue than before, now filters through the tall windows of a different, equally private space within your penthouse, your discreet atelier. Here, the light is intentionally balanced, a blend of natural twilight and soft, directional task lighting that illuminates without glare, creating an environment of focused calm. A quiet presence awaits you. A master tailor, a figure of meticulous precision, stands by a substantial cutting table crafted from pale, unmarked maple, its surface smooth and expansive. The air in this room carries a different aroma, a clean, crisp scent of fine wool, linen, and a faint, almost imperceptible hint of steam from a nearby pressing iron. The subtle rustle of various fabrics, draped over polished brass racks, is the only other sound in the hushed room, a gentle whisper of textiles. Your attention is drawn to a selection of bolts of cloth, arranged neatly on a low, dark wood console. With a slow, deliberate movement, your fingers reach out, tracing the surface of a deep charcoal worsted wool. Its texture is fine, almost silken, yet it possesses a subtle, firm resilience. You feel its precise, cool weight as you lift a corner, the fabric falling with a fluid grace. Next, your touch moves to a soft, almost ethereal cashmere, its fibers yielding with an incredible softness, a comforting warmth already present beneath your fingertips. The tailor approaches, his movements quiet and economical, carrying a roll of fine, unbleached linen and a small, antique silver thimble. He holds up a swatch of the selected wool, allowing the light to play across its subtle weave. A silent consultation. You nod, a quiet agreement. Then, with a gentle, expert touch, he begins to drape the fabric over your shoulders, the material settling with a soft, almost imperceptible asterisk, SHHHK asterisk, as it falls into place. The weight is comforting, substantial. He then draws a soft, flexible measuring tape, crafted from woven silk, around your form. The tape, a pale cream color with precise hand-inked markings, feels cool and smooth against your skin as it gently encircles your waist, then your chest, then the length of your arm. There is no pressure, only a delicate, almost feather-like touch, followed by the faint, dry snip of a small, sharp pair of shears against a piece of paper, a precise notation being made. You close your eyes for a moment, simply feeling the soft fabric, the light touch of the tape, the quiet assurance of skilled hands. The tailor's presence is attentive, yet unobtrusive, his focus absolute. You observe the precise way he manipulates the fabric, the subtle shift of the material as he adjusts a fold, the quiet glint of a tiny pearl-headed pin as he secures a seam, the soft light of the atelier, the gentle sense of fabric and chalk, and the rhythmic, almost hypnotic sounds of meticulous craft create a deep sense of tranquil focus, a quiet appreciation for the art of bespoke creation. The day's earlier activities now feel a pleasant distance away, replaced by this moment of unhurried, privileged attention. The fine worsted wool, initially draped over your shoulders, now settles more fully onto your form, a nascent garment taking shape around you. Its weight is gentle, yet substantial, a comforting presence against your skin, as the master tailor continues his meticulous work in the hushed, perfectly lit atelier. The air retains its clean, crisp scent of fine fabrics, mingled with the faint, almost imperceptible warmth of a nearby pressing iron, a silent testament to the precise craft unfolding. You stand still, a quiet observer of the subtle artistry. The tailor moves around you with a calm, practiced grace, his hands performing a series of small, precise adjustments. You feel the soft brush of his fingertips against the fabric, smoothing a fold here, coaxing a line there. There is no urgency in his movements, only a deep, focused attention to every minute detail. The material itself seems to respond to his touch, settling into its intended form with an almost fluid compliance. His fingers, nimble and experienced, reach for a small dark velvet cushion filled with an assortment of pins. You hear the faint, delicate click as he selects a tiny, pearl-headed pin from its resting place. Then, with an almost imperceptible pressure, you feel the soft, brief prick of the pin as it pierces the layers of fabric, securing a seam with quiet precision. This is followed by the soft, dry snip of a thread from a small, sharp pair of shears, a tiny sound that punctuates the stillness, indicating a perfect cut. You notice the way the light from the carefully positioned task lamps catches the fine weave of the wool, highlighting its subtle texture, revealing the depth of its charcoal hue. Each stitch, though not yet permanent, is placed with an intentionality that speaks of decades of learned skill. You can almost feel the garment embracing your contours, anticipating its final form, designed to move with you as if a second skin. The soft rustle of the fabric as he makes a slight adjustment around your shoulder is a gentle, rhythmic sound. The tailor steps back for a moment, his head tilted slightly, observing the emerging silhouette with a critical yet appreciative eye. He makes a small, almost imperceptible gesture with his hand, indicating a minor refinement, a subtle curve that needs adjustment. He then returns, his movements still unhurried, his fingers once again smoothing the fabric, coaxing it into perfect alignment. You feel the cool, delicate touch of a piece of tailor's chalk, leaving a faint white line on the dark wool, a temporary mark guiding future stitches. You breathe slowly, deeply, allowing the quiet rhythm of the fitting to settle your senses. The subtle sounds of the pins, the soft rustle of the fabric, the faint scent of the atelier, all contribute to a profound sense of calm and focused attention. This is a moment of pure, unhurried creation, a luxurious pause in the day. The garment around you, still in its transitional state, already feels like a part of you, a promise of exquisite comfort and tailored elegance. The soft light of the atelier continues to illuminate the scene, a gentle, unwavering glow that encourages quiet observation. The careful fitting of the new garment concludes with a quiet nod from the master tailor, his work done for the moment. You feel the fine wool settle perfectly around you, a silent promise of future elegance, and then, with a soft, almost imperceptible shift, you leave the focused calm of the atelier. The polished marble floor, familiar beneath your feet, guides you through the subtly lit corridors of your penthouse suite, the evening light now a deep, tranquil blue beyond the distant windows. You approach a set of grand, double doors, crafted from a rich, dark cherry wood, meticulously paneled and polished to a deep, reflective sheen. As your hand presses gently against the cool, smooth brass handle, the doors swing inward with a silent, well-oiled precision, revealing the hushed expanse of your wood-paneled study. A profound, comforting scent immediately envelops you, a rich, complex aroma of aged timber, old paper, and a faint, almost leathery note, a fragrance that speaks of quiet contemplation and accumulated knowledge. The room is bathed in the soft, warm glow of integrated, indirect lighting, carefully designed to illuminate the towering shelves without harshness. These shelves, crafted from the same dark cherry wood, line every wall, their intricate grain visible beneath the polished surface, creating a seamless, enveloping embrace. You move slowly into the room, your steps absorbed by the thick, hand-knotted silk rug that covers the floor, its deep pile yielding softly beneath your shoes. The air within the study feels perfectly still, perfectly conditioned, a sanctuary from the world outside. Your gaze drifts over the meticulously arranged rows of books, a curated collection of rare first editions and treasured volumes. Each spine is a silent testament to history, art, and thought. You approach a section dedicated to early literary works, your fingers reaching out to trace the delicate gold tooling on a particular set of leather-bound volumes. The leather feels cool, smooth, and surprisingly soft beneath your touch, its surface bearing the subtle, natural imperfections of time, adding to its character. With a deliberate, unhurried motion, you gently slide a volume from its place. The dry, almost papery asterisk, SHHHK, asterisk, sound of the book leaving its shelf, is a quiet punctuation in the stillness. You hold the book in your hands, feeling its satisfying weight, its solid, aged presence. The cover, a deep, rich burgundy, has a faint, almost imperceptible sheen, and the edges of the pages, when you fan them gently, emit a dry, rustling whisper, releasing that characteristic, grounding scent of old paper and ink. You notice a small, bespoke trolley nearby, crafted from polished brass and dark wood, upon which rests a selection of recently acquired volumes awaiting their proper place. You pick up one of these, a slim, elegant volume bound in dark green cloth. You compare its size and binding to the space you just created, a quiet act of curation. With a careful, precise movement, you align the new book with its companions on the shelf, sliding it gently into its designated slot. There is a soft, almost imperceptible thump as it settles perfectly into place, completing the visual line. The quiet task of organizing brings a profound sense of order and calm. The soft glow of the study, the rich scent of the wood and paper, and the rhythmic, gentle sounds of handling these precious objects create a deeply soothing atmosphere. You step back, observing the newly aligned row, a quiet satisfaction settling within you. The evening deepens outside the tall, curtained windows, and the study remains a haven of timeless tranquility, inviting further quiet contemplation. The task of arranging the newly acquired volumes has brought a satisfying order to the shelf, each spine now perfectly aligned in your wood-paneled study. The afternoon light, softened by the tall windows, casts a gentle, even glow across the rich cherry wood and the deep pile of the silk rug. A profound quietude has settled over the room, an almost palpable stillness that invites deeper, more meticulous engagement with your collection. You turn from the towering bookshelves, your attention now drawn to the expansive desk positioned at the center of the study. It is a substantial piece, crafted from dark, polished walnut, its surface smooth and cool beneath your fingertips as you approach. The scent of aged wood, a deep, resonant aroma, intensifies slightly here, mingling with the subtle, dry perfume of countless old books. The air remains perfectly still, a controlled environment where time seems to slow. Your hand rests on the cool, finely grained leather of the desk chair, its dark hide softened by years of use, yet still firm and supportive. As you slowly settle into its embrace, the leather yields with a faint, almost imperceptible creak, conforming to your posture. You notice the precise arrangement of the items on the desk. A small, heavy silver letter opener, a block of creamy, unlined archival cards, and a slender fountain pen resting on a polished onyx stand. Each object has a quiet, purposeful presence. From the small, bespoke trolley that remains nearby, you select a particular leather-bound volume, one of the new editions awaiting formal entry into your collection. It is a relatively small book, yet its weight is surprisingly substantial, a solid presence in your hands. The deep maroon leather cover feels cool and finely textured, the intricate gold tooling on its spine slightly raised beneath your fingertips. You bring it closer, allowing the subtle earthy scent of its aged leather and paper to rise, a quiet invitation to its history. You turn the book slowly, carefully, observing its construction. The spine is firm, the binding tight, a testament to its enduring craftsmanship. Your thumb traces the delicate, almost imperceptible lines of wear along the edges, small stories of past handling. You open the front cover with a gentle, deliberate motion, the inner hinge offering a soft, dry crackle as it parts. The end papers are a deep, marbled indigo, cool and smooth to the touch, their intricate patterns a mesmerizing swirl of color. The title page, printed on thick, creamy paper, presents itself with elegant, precise typography. You reach for the slender fountain pen, its polished, sterling silver barrel cool and smooth in your hand. The subtle weight of it feels perfectly balanced. With a soft, deliberate snick, the cap lifts, revealing the fine, gold nib, tipped with iridium. You then select one of the pristine, archival index cards, its surface smooth and absorbent. Holding the book open to its title page, you begin to transcribe the details onto the card, the fine nib gliding effortlessly across the paper, leaving behind a precise, dark line of ink. The faint, almost scratchy sound of the pen on the card is a rhythmic, soothing whisper in the deep quiet of the study. The methodical process of cataloging settles your mind, each detail recorded with unhurried care. The rich scent of the leather, the soft rustle of the pages, and the gentle scratch of the pen create a focused, tranquil moment. The afternoon quiet deepens further, enveloping you in a serene, timeless calm, as the world outside continues its distant, muted existence, completely separate from this intimate, ordered space. The methodical process of cataloging has brought a deep sense of order to your study, and the afternoon quiet has settled even further. A profound stillness that now invites a gentle shift in your surroundings. You rise slowly from the comfortable leather desk chair, feeling its supple hide release you with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh. The rich scent of aged wood and paper lingers gently in the air, a comforting memory as you move towards a different part of your penthouse. You glide across the familiar cool expanse of the polished marble floor, the silence of your steps, a consistent rhythm in the hushed environment. The ambient lighting in the corridors has deepened, reflecting the progression of the afternoon, casting long, soft shadows that stretch and recede as you pass. You approach a wide, almost invisible door, seamlessly integrated into a wall paneled with dark, lustrous Macassar ebony, its surface smooth and cool to the touch. With a gentle, deliberate pressure, the door pivots silently inward, revealing not another interior room, but an unexpected expanse of open air and curated greenery. You step through the threshold, leaving the controlled atmosphere of the penthouse behind, and immediately feel a refreshing, slightly cooler breeze brush against your skin. This is your private sculpture garden, an elevated sanctuary carved into the urban landscape, where the sounds of the city are softened to a distant, barely audible murmur. The path beneath your feet is composed of meticulously laid, pale gray river stones, precisely fitted together, offering a firm yet yielding surface. Each step creates a faint, dry asterisk, SHHHK, asterisk sound, a soft whisper that is quickly absorbed by the surrounding foliage. The air here carries a clean, earthy scent, a subtle blend of damp soil, the faint fragrance of carefully chosen evergreen shrubs, and the cool, mineral aroma of natural stone. Your gaze drifts across the expertly manicured landscape, a series of geometric lawns interspersed with precisely placed architectural sculptures. The afternoon sun, now a softer, more golden hue, casts long, elegant shadows from these forms, stretching them across the perfectly clipped grass. You approach a particular sculpture, a towering, slender obelisk crafted from brushed steel, its surface cool and smooth to the touch as your fingers trace its vertical line. The metal absorbs the light, reflecting it back with a muted, understated gleam. You pause, allowing your eyes to follow the clean, uninterrupted lines of the sculpture, noticing how its precise form interacts with the shifting light, creating subtle plays of shadow and reflection. A faint, almost imperceptible tinkle of water can be heard from a hidden feature nearby, a gentle, rhythmic sound that adds to the profound tranquility of the space. It is a subtle counterpoint to the distant, muted hum of the city, a reminder of the serene isolation of your garden. You continue your slow, unhurried stroll along the winding stone path, the rhythmic crunch of the river stones beneath your feet providing a gentle, grounding sound. The air remains cool, carrying the subtle, fresh sense of the garden, a quiet, enveloping presence. Each sculpture is a silent sentinel, a point of contemplation, perfectly integrated into the serene landscape. The afternoon deepens around you, and a deep, settling calm permeates your senses, inviting you to simply be present in this moment of quiet, curated beauty. The gentle breeze continues to brush your skin, a soft, consistent caress, The winding path of pale gray river stones continues to guide your unhurried stroll through the private sculpture garden, each soft asterisk SHHHK asterisk of your footsteps a gentle counterpoint to the distant city's murmur. The afternoon light, now a deeper gold, filters through the precisely sculpted evergreen hedges, creating intricate patterns of light and shadow on the meticulously kept lawns. A subtle, refreshing breeze continues to brush your skin, carrying the clean, earthy scent of damp soil and verdant leaves. Ahead, nestled amongst a cluster of dark, glossy camellia bushes, you notice a low, long bench crafted from a single smoothly honed slab of dark gray basalt. Its surface appears cool, unyielding, yet inviting in its understated simplicity. You approach it slowly, your gaze tracing the clean, minimalist lines of its form, noticing the subtle variations in the stone's natural grain. The air around it feels slightly cooler, shaded by the dense foliage, carrying a faint, fresh scent of damp earth and verdant leaves. With a deliberate, unhurried motion, you slowly lower yourself onto the cool, smooth surface of the basalt bench. The stone feels substantial, firm, yet not harsh, absorbing the warmth of the sun and holding a steady, refreshing coolness. There is no sound as you settle, only the soft displacement of air around you. Your body finds its natural alignment, muscles beginning to release their subtle tension, sinking into the unyielding embrace of the stone. Your hands rest gently on your lap, feeling the texture of your clothing against your fingertips, a quiet anchor in the moment. Your eyes drift upwards, past the dark, waxy leaves of the camellias, to the sky above, a vast expanse of pale, clear blue. A single, high-flying cloud drifts slowly, almost imperceptibly, across its expanse, its edges softened by the distance, a quiet movement in the otherwise still canvas. The gentle breeze, a constant companion in the garden, causes the slender, dark green leaves of a nearby bamboo grove to sway with a delicate, rhythmic swish-swish, a soft, papery rustle that is deeply soothing. You notice the way the light catches individual leaves, creating tiny, fleeting glints of emerald green that vanish as quickly as they appear. The subtle tinkle of water from the hidden feature is now a little clearer, a consistent, hypnotic rhythm that weaves itself into the quiet hum of the distant city, transforming it into a soft, almost melodic drone. The clean, earthy scent of the garden deepens with the fading afternoon light, carrying a faint, sweet hint of blooming jasmine from a trellised wall further along the path. You inhale slowly, allowing the cool, fragrant air to fill your lungs, feeling a profound sense of peace with each breath. The distinct aroma of the cool, smooth basalt beneath you also adds to the grounding sensory experience, a subtle mineral note. Across the manicured lawn, the brushed steel obelisk you observed earlier now gleams with a softer, more diffused light, its sharp, clean lines softened by the lengthening shadows. You notice the subtle changes in its surface as the light fades, tiny variations in its brushed texture becoming more apparent, inviting a deeper, unhurried observation. The stillness of the sculpture, standing tall and silent, mirrors the stillness settling within you. The entire garden feels like a perfectly composed tableau, a private gallery under the open sky, designed for quiet contemplation, each element in its precise, intended place. The cool, firm embrace of the basalt bench, the gentle sounds of the garden, and the deepening hues of the afternoon sky combine to create a profound sense of tranquility. Your breathing slows, becoming even and deep, matching the quiet rhythm of the natural world around you. The cool, firm embrace of the basalt bench gently releases you, and the last of the afternoon's golden light paints long shadows across the private sculpture garden. You rise slowly, the subtle crunch of river stones beneath your feet accompanying you as you make your way back towards the discreet entrance to your penthouse. The air, crisp and earthy just moments ago, begins to shift, becoming warmer and more still as you re-enter the carefully controlled interior, leaving the expansive openness for a more intimate, hushed progression of the evening. The seamless panel of dark Macassar ebony parts silently at your approach, its precisely engineered mechanism ensuring no sound disturbs the quiet. You step into your private art gallery, a space designed for contemplation, where the exterior world feels entirely distant, hushed, a world apart. The air here is perfectly conditioned, cool and dry, with a faint, clean scent of polished stone and perhaps a subtle hint of old canvas, an aroma that speaks of quiet artistry and deep history. Your eyes adjust to the gallery's carefully curated illumination, an intricate dance of light and shadow. Overhead, a series of recessed, adjustable spotlights, each precisely angled, cast warm, focused beams onto the artworks, creating distinct pockets of light against the soft, neutral gray of the walls. You notice the way a particular beam catches the subtle texture of a large, abstract painting, revealing the minute impasto of the brushstrokes, making the surface almost tangible beneath an imagined touch. The light is designed to reveal, never to overpower, creating a sense of intimate discovery, a gentle invitation to explore each detail. You approach a tall, slender plinth, crafted from a single block of polished black marble, its surface an expanse of cool, smooth stone, upon which rests a delicate bronze figurine. Its surface gleams softly under its dedicated spotlight, the metal absorbing and then subtly reflecting the light. With a slow, deliberate motion, you extend your hand, your fingers gently touching the very edge of the plinth's base. You make a minute, almost imperceptible adjustment to its angle, shifting it by a bare fraction of a millimeter. The marble remains cool, unyielding, but the slight movement causes the bronze to catch the light in a subtly different way, revealing a new curve, a previously hidden detail in its aged, rich patina, a quiet moment of perfect alignment. You step back, allowing your gaze to sweep across the expansive gallery, taking in the serene arrangement of pieces. The silence is profound, broken only by the barely audible, rhythmic hum of the precise climate control system, a deep, steady presence that ensures the perfect preservation of each artwork. The smooth, cool expanse of the pale limestone floor stretches out before you, reflecting the soft, diffused light from the artworks above, creating a subtle, luminous pathway. Each painting, each sculpture is given ample space, allowing it to command its own quiet presence, inviting unhurried contemplation. The walls, painted in a bespoke, almost imperceptible shade of dove gray, recede into the background, allowing the art to truly breathe and reveal its innermost secrets. A quiet anticipation settles over the room, a gentle hush before the private viewing truly begins. The subtle scent of old canvas and polished stone lingers, a comforting aroma in the perfectly still, controlled air. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling the cool, dry air fill your lungs, a profound sense of calm washing over you as you await the gentle unfolding of the evening's aesthetic journey. The gallery waits, a tranquil space holding countless stories within its carefully lit forms, ready to reveal them in quiet succession. The delicate bronze figurine, now perfectly aligned on its polished marble plinth, gleams softly under its dedicated spotlight in your private art gallery, a quiet sentinel in the hushed space. The air, cool and still, holds a profound quietude, a subtle anticipation that deepens as your gaze drifts towards the focal point of the evening's contemplation. The subtle scent of old canvas and clean stone lingers, a grounding presence that hints at the treasures held within these carefully curated walls as the day gently transitions into the quiet embrace of evening. Your footsteps across the pale limestone floor are barely audible, a soft, almost imperceptible whisper that echoes only in the vast stillness of the gallery. You move with an unhurried, measured grace, drawn by the subtle magnetic pull of a large, newly acquired masterpiece, strategically positioned centrally on the farthest wall. Its presence is commanding, yet quietly so, absorbing the focused, warm light from the precisely angled spotlights without a hint of glare, inviting closer inspection rather than demanding it. The cool, smooth expanse of the polished limestone beneath your shoes provides a steady, grounding sensation, a stark contrast to the intricate layers of expression soon to unfold before you as you approach the artwork with a sense of quiet reverence. As you draw closer, the intricate details of the painting begin to reveal themselves, layer by delicate layer, a quiet unfolding of artistic intention. The canvas itself has a subtle, almost organic texture, a fine, woven grain that becomes visible only when the concentrated light catches it at a precise oblique angle, hinting at the artist's meticulous hand beneath the pigments. You notice the rich, deep pigments, carefully applied in a myriad of strokes, some thick with impasto, others a translucent wash, creating a profound sense of depth and subtle movement within the static form. The colors, a masterfully chosen palette of muted earth tones, deep, resonant blues, and unexpected flashes of ochre, shift and subtly interact with the focused, warm illumination, revealing new nuances and hidden complexities with each moment of unhurried observation. The frame, a slender, precisely mitered band of dark, unadorned walnut, recedes into the background, allowing the artwork itself to command full, undivided attention, its smooth, cool surface a quiet, elegant boundary to the vibrant, contemplative world held within the stretched linen. You take a small, almost unconscious step back, allowing the entire piece to fill your field of vision, to truly absorb its expansive entirety without distraction. The quiet, rhythmic hum of the gallery's precise climate control system, a deep, steady vibration that is more felt than heard, serves as a gentle, constant reminder of the meticulously maintained conditions preserving this artistic sanctuary. The clean, dry air, perfectly conditioned to protect the delicate pigments, feels invigorating as you inhale slowly, a perfect atmosphere for deep, unhurried thought and quiet contemplation. You close your eyes for a brief, intentional moment, allowing the complex, visual impressions to settle and coalesce within your mind, feeling the profound stillness of the room wrapping around you completely, a serene cocoon of quiet, privileged appreciation. When you open your eyes again, the painting seems to reveal itself anew, as if it has been patiently waiting for your return, for this renewed, unburdened gaze. Your gaze drifts slowly across the canvas, lingering on a particular area where the brushwork is exceptionally delicate, almost ethereal, creating a subtle, almost tactile illusion of texture. You can almost feel the imagined softness of a cloud, or the cool, smooth surface of a distant body of water, rendered with such exquisite precision. The profound stillness of the art gallery slowly recedes as you turn from the masterpiece, the evening now a deep, inky black beyond the distant windows of your penthouse. You move with a quiet grace across the familiar polished limestone, a subtle shift in the air's temperature guiding you towards a different kind of sanctuary. A faint, clean scent of cedar wood and fresh bamboo subtly beckons as you approach a discreet, almost seamless panel on the wall, crafted from pale, unblemished hinoki wood, its surface smooth and inviting to the touch. With a deliberate, unhurried motion, your hand presses gently against the wooden panel. There is no latch, only a subtle pressure point that, when engaged, allows the panel to glide open with a soft, almost imperceptible *SHHHK* sound, revealing a dimly lit, minimalist interior. You step through the narrow opening, leaving the polished stone for the soft, yielding texture of a perfectly woven tatami mat that covers the entire floor of your meditation room. The scent of dried rush grass, clean and subtly earthy, immediately fills your senses, a stark contrast to the earlier aromas of canvas and stone, marking a distinct transition into a space of profound tranquility. The room is bathed in the softest, most diffused light, emanating from hidden sources behind delicate shoji screens that line one wall, creating an ethereal glow that banishes all harsh shadows. The air inside feels perfectly still, precisely humidified, holding a consistent, gentle warmth. You move to the center of the tatami, your bare feet sinking slightly into the resilient, springy surface, feeling the intricate, cool weave of the rush fibers against your soles. Each step is absorbed by the mat, creating no sound, only a gentle, responsive compression. You then slowly lower yourself onto the tatami, kneeling with a deliberate, unhurried grace. The woven surface yields gently beneath your knees, a firm yet comfortable support. Your hands settle softly onto your lap, palms resting open, feeling the subtle texture of the mat through your clothing. The profound silence of the room deepens even further now, broken only by the soft, steady rhythm of your own breath, a quiet, internal whisper that guides your focus inward. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the clean, natural scent of the tatami to fill your lungs, feeling a deep sense of grounding as you settle into this moment. Before you, on a low, dark-stained bamboo table, a traditional tea ceremony set has been meticulously arranged. Each implement is a work of art in itself, placed with an exquisite precision that speaks of quiet reverence. A delicate, hand-thrown ceramic tea bowl or asterisk chawan of a deep, mossy green rests centrally, its surface smooth yet subtly textured. Beside it, a slender bamboo whisk, or chasen, with its delicate, finely cut tines, waits patiently. A small, dark lacquered scoop, a *chishaku, lies poised, ready for its purpose. A small ceramic kettle, heated by a discreet induction plate, emits a faint, almost imperceptible wisp of steam, a silent promise of warmth. You reach for the chawan, your fingers closing around its cool, smooth ceramic. The bowl feels perfectly balanced, its weight substantial, yet comfortable in your hands. With the *chashaku, you carefully scoop a measure of vibrant, finely powdered matcha tea into the bowl. The powder is an intense, almost luminous green, falling with a soft, dry tap against the ceramic. Then, with a slow, deliberate motion, you pour a small amount of hot water from the kettle into the bowl. A soft, barely audible accompanies the gentle flow of water, and the vivid green powder begins to bloom, its earthy aroma subtly releasing into the still air. You pick up the bamboo whisk, its delicate tines feeling light and springy. With a slow, rhythmic motion, you begin to whisk the tea, drawing the chasen back and forth across the bottom of the bowl. The vibrant, finely whisked matcha, now a delicate, frothy green, rests invitingly in the mossy green asterisk Chowan asterisk on the low bamboo table, its earthy aroma gently rising in the profound stillness of your minimalist meditation room. The soft, diffused light from behind the shoji screens casts long, gentle shadows across the resilient tatami mat, where you kneel with an unhurried grace, completely enveloped by the clean, subtle scent of dried rush grass and hinoki wood. The soft, rhythmic sound of your own quiet breathing fills the space, a grounding presence in the serene environment. You reach out slowly, your fingers closing around the warm, smooth ceramic of the asterisk Chowan. The bowl feels perfectly balanced, its weight substantial yet comfortable, a quiet anchor in your hands. You lift it with a deliberate, unhurried motion, bringing the cool, smooth rim to your lips. The delicate foam on the surface of the matcha barely brushes your skin before the warm, verdant liquid meets your tongue. You take a slow, measured sip, allowing the complex flavors to unfold. A delicate bitterness, quickly softened by an earthy sweetness, followed by a creamy, almost velvety texture that coats your palate before gently fading. The warmth spreads slowly, subtly, through your mouth, a quiet awakening. You lower the asterisk Chowan asterisk slightly, but still hold it, allowing your gaze to rest on the remaining surface of the tea. The delicate froth, a mosaic of tiny bubbles, shimmers faintly in the soft light, a miniature landscape of transient beauty. You notice the deep, almost luminous green of the liquid beneath, a color that seems to hold the very essence of nature. The lingering taste of the matcha is a quiet presence on your tongue, a clean, refreshing note that encourages a moment of pure, unhurried contemplation. The subtle scent of the tea, now mingled with the clean air, continues to gently fill your senses. With another slow, deliberate movement, you bring the asterisk Chowan asterisk back to your lips for a second sip. This time, the warmth feels even more familiar, the texture more inviting. You savor the delicate balance of flavors, allowing yourself to fully immerse in the sensory experience. The smoothness of the ceramic against your fingers, the gentle warmth radiating from the bowl, the nuanced taste on your tongue. Each sensation is a quiet thread weaving into a tapestry of calm. The soft, rhythmic rustle of a distant bamboo leaf, carried by an imperceptible air current outside the window, is the only sound apart from your own steady breath, a subtle counterpoint to the profound stillness within this carefully curated space. You pause, feeling the gentle warmth of the tea spreading through your body, a subtle, inner glow. The profound quietude of the meditation room deepens around you, the minimalist surroundings fostering a sense of complete detachment from any external demands. The soft, diffused light from the shoji screens continues to bathe the room in an ethereal glow, softening every line, blurring every edge, creating an atmosphere of gentle, unhurried peace. The air remains perfectly still, precisely humidified, holding a consistent, gentle warmth that feels both comforting and invigorating. You trace the smooth curve of the asterisk Chowan asterisk with your thumb, feeling the subtle texture of the hand-thrown ceramic, a quiet connection to the craftsmanship. Finally, with a gentle, precise motion, you place the asterisk Chowan asterisk back onto the low bamboo table. The ceramic meets the dark wood with a soft, almost inaudible clink, a delicate punctuation mark in the profound silence. The tea ceremony, a ritual of deliberate slowness and sensory engagement, concludes, leaving behind a deep, settled calm. You remain kneeling on the tatami, the subtle scent of rush grass and hinoki wood enveloping you, your breathing even and deep, completely at peace in this tranquil, ordered space. The gentle warmth from the tea lingers, a subtle, comforting presence. The lingering warmth of the ceremonial matcha and the profound stillness of the meditation room slowly recede as you rise from the tatami, a deep sense of calm settling within you. The subtle scent of dried rush grass and hinoki wood gently fades as you move through the seamless hinoki panel, which closes silently behind you, restoring the quiet order of the penthouse. The evening has deepened further. The soft, diffused light of the main corridor is now a tranquil, almost ethereal glow, guiding your path. You move across the cool, polished marble floor with a quiet grace, your steps barely audible, a soft, consistent rhythm. Ahead, a wide, custom-crafted door, paneled in highly figured ebony, awaits, its surface gleaming with a deep, dark luster. As your hand presses gently against the cool, brushed bronze handle, the door swings inward with a silent, hydraulic precision, revealing the expansive, meticulously organized interior of your walk-in closet. A profound, clean scent immediately greets you, a blend of fine, freshly laundered linen, subtle cedar, and a faint, almost metallic crispness, an aroma that speaks of impeccable care and precise order. The closet is bathed in a soft, even light, emanating from concealed linear fixtures that perfectly illuminate every section without harshness or shadow. The air feels perfectly conditioned, cool and dry, a consistent temperature ideal for preserving delicate fabrics. Your gaze sweeps across the meticulously arranged rows of garments, each suspended on custom-made cedar hangers, their forms perfectly preserved, a silent symphony of tailored elegance. The floor beneath your feet is a soft, deep pile carpet, its charcoal gray fibers yielding gently to your step, absorbing all sound. You approach a section dedicated to your bespoke suits, their fine wools and silks hanging in quiet rows. With a slow, deliberate motion, your fingers reach out, tracing the smooth, cool surface of a dark navy worsted. The fabric feels impossibly soft, yet firm, its subtle weave visible in the even light. You gently slide a jacket from its place, the cedar hanger offering a faint dry click as it releases from the polished steel hanging rod. The weight of the jacket is satisfying, a testament to its careful construction and its precise tailoring. You hold the jacket for a moment, allowing your fingers to explore its details. The smooth, cool lining of pure silk, the delicate hand stitching along the lapel, the subtle gleam of the horn buttons. The faint scent of the fine wool, a clean, almost earthy aroma, rises gently as you turn it. Then, with a careful, precise movement, you return it to its place, ensuring its shoulders are perfectly aligned, its front falling without a single crease. The cedar hanger slides back onto the rod with a soft, almost imperceptible asterisk, SHHHK. Your attention then shifts to a row of neatly folded sweaters, each one a luxurious blend of cashmere or fine merino wool, arranged by color and texture on deep, custom-built shelves of polished walnut. You select a soft, dove-gray cashmere, its fibers feeling incredibly delicate, almost weightless against your fingertips. You smooth out a barely perceptible fold, feeling the exquisite softness of the material, its gentle warmth already transferring to your skin. With a quiet, deliberate motion, you carefully refold it, ensuring every edge is crisp, every corner precise, before returning it to its designated spot. The soft precise as it settles onto the shelf is a quiet punctuation in the profound stillness. The rhythmic, quiet act of organizing brings a deep sense of calm and satisfaction. The clean, subtle sense of cedar and fine fabrics, the soft, even light, and the gentle sounds of handling these exquisite materials create a deeply soothing atmosphere. The expansive closet, a haven of order and precision, envelops you completely. The soft, dove-gray cashmere sweater now rests perfectly folded on its polished walnut shelf, a testament to the quiet order established in your expansive walk-in closet. The air, cool and dry, continues to carry the subtle, clean sense of cedar and fine fabrics, a constant, comforting presence. The evening light, diffused and gentle, casts an even glow across the meticulously arranged garments, inviting a deeper, more aesthetic engagement with your collection. Your gaze drifts towards a section dedicated to your collection of delicate silk scarves and pocket squares, each one a miniature artwork of color and pattern. They are arranged on shallow, velvet-lined drawers, their vibrant hues a soft contrast to the dark, polished wood. With a slow, deliberate motion, you extend your hand, your fingertips brushing against the cool, smooth surface of a folded silk square, feeling its exquisite, almost weightless texture. The material feels impossibly soft, a delicate whisper against your skin. You select a particular scarf, a rich, deep indigo, and gently lift it from its resting place. The silk, cool and fluid, spills through your fingers with a soft, almost imperceptible asterisk, SHHHK asterisk sound, a delicate rustle that is quickly absorbed by the plush carpet. You unfold it slowly, allowing its generous dimensions to unfurl, revealing a subtle, hand-printed pattern of interlocking geometric shapes. The light catches the natural sheen of the silk, making the indigo shimmer with an almost liquid depth, revealing hidden nuances of its color. You hold the indigo scarf against a paler, almost silver-gray cashmere shawl, observing the subtle interplay of their textures and hues. The contrast is exquisite. The cool, smooth fluidity of the silk against the incredible softness and delicate warmth of the cashmere. You consider the harmony, the way the deep indigo grounds the lighter gray, creating a visual balance that is both sophisticated and serene. The faintest scent of clean silk, a subtle, almost floral aroma, rises gently as you hold it. With a precise, unhurried motion, you begin to refold the indigo silk scarf. Each fold is deliberate, crisp, creating sharp, clean lines that transform the fluid fabric into a compact, elegant square. The silk offers a slight soft resistance, then yields, creating a series of gentle, dry creases that are barely audible. You ensure every edge is perfectly aligned, every corner sharp, a quiet act of meticulous perfection. The process is meditative, requiring full gentle attention. You then place the perfectly folded indigo silk square into its designated drawer, alongside other carefully arranged scarves, creating a subtle, harmonious progression of blues and grays. The velvet lining of the drawer feels soft and plush beneath your fingertips as you settle the scarf into its spot. There is no sound, only the gentle displacement of air as the fabric finds its place. The visual satisfaction of the perfectly ordered drawer is profound, a quiet testament to aesthetic precision. You close the drawer with a soft, almost imperceptible click, the polished wood gliding smoothly into its frame. The expansive closet, a sanctuary of order and exquisite materials, remains perfectly still, perfectly calm. The rhythmic, quiet acts of arranging and appreciating these beautiful textiles have brought a deep sense of peace and satisfaction. The evening deepens around you, a tranquil, uninterrupted flow of time, and you stand amidst the silent elegance of your wardrobe, your breathing, even and deep, completely at peace in this private, perfectly ordered sanctuary. The profound order of your walk-in closet now recedes, the perfectly folded cashmere and silk, a satisfying memory as you move with quiet grace through the hushed corridors of your penthouse. The evening has deepened, the city lights beginning to prickle into existence beyond the panoramic windows, a distant, muted shimmer against the deepening twilight. The cool, polished marble floor guides your steps, a familiar, grounding presence beneath your feet as you approach a different kind of transition. You step into a private elevator, its interior paneled in a highly figured, dark burl wood, its surface smooth and cool to the touch. The polished brass buttons gleam softly in the subtle overhead lighting. With a gentle press of a button, the doors glide shut with a soft, precise whoosh, sealing you into a private, silent descent. The faint, almost imperceptible hum of the elevator's precision machinery is the only sound, a deep, steady vibration that is more felt than heard, guiding you downwards, away from the familiar heights. As the elevator comes to a smooth, silent stop, its doors part with another soft whoosh, revealing a different world entirely. The air that greets you is distinctly cooler, carrying a fresh, salty tang, mingled with the faint, clean scent of polished teak and the subtle aroma of the open sea. You step out onto the smooth, expansive deck of your private yacht, where the last vestiges of sunset paint the horizon in hues of soft orange and deep rose. The gentle, rhythmic slosh of water against the hull is immediately present, a soothing, consistent sound. The deck beneath your feet is crafted from perfectly maintained, highly polished teak, its surface warm to the touch from the lingering sun. You walk along its smooth, wide planks, feeling the faint, almost imperceptible vibration of the yacht gently rocking with the calm swell of the water. Each step is quiet, absorbed by the solidity of the wood, a soft, almost imperceptible creak asterisk from the deck boards. The scent of salt and clean air is invigorating, filling your lungs with each slow, deep breath. Ahead, a small, elegant table of brushed stainless steel and dark, weather-resistant wood is set for an aperitif. Two precisely engineered, deep-cushioned loungers, upholstered in a pale marine-grade fabric, invite you to settle. On the table, two crystal glasses gleam, their polished surfaces catching the last golden light, alongside a slender, chilled bottle of amber liquid. The ice in a small, insulated silver bucket makes a faint, delicate clink as the yacht gently sways. You settle into one of the loungers, the plush cushion yielding perfectly to your form, enveloping you in a deep, comforting embrace. The fabric feels smooth, cool, and surprisingly soft against your skin. Your hand reaches for one of the crystal glasses, its weight substantial and cool in your palm. With a slow, deliberate motion, you lift the chilled bottle and pour the golden liquid into the glass. The faint, delicate glug-glug of the liquid, followed by the soft clink of ice as it settles, is a quiet symphony of sounds in the open air. You bring the cool rim of the glass to your lips, taking a slow, unhurried sip. The aperitif is cool, crisp, with a delicate, herbal bitterness that awakens the palate, leaving a clean, refreshing finish. You close your eyes for a moment, feeling the gentle, rhythmic sway of the yacht, the cool breeze on your face, and the subtle warmth of the setting sun on your skin. The vast expanse of the ocean stretches out around you, a deep, silent blue, reflecting the fading light. The distant, muted sounds of the shore are barely perceptible, a soft, continuous hum that blends seamlessly with the gentle slosh of the waves. The air is clean, carrying the invigorating scent of the sea, a profound sense of calm settling within you. The delicate herbal bitterness of the aperitif still lingers on your tongue as you settle deeper into the plush deck lounger. The last rays of sunset painting the vast expanse of the ocean in hues of deep orange and soft rose. The gentle, rhythmic slosh of water against the yacht's hull is a constant, soothing presence, a quiet counterpoint to the profound stillness that now wraps around you. The air, crisp and cool with the scent of salt, brushes gently against your skin, a refreshing caress as the day slowly, gracefully retreats. You shift slightly in the deep-cushioned lounger, feeling the soft, marine-grade fabric yield perfectly to your form, enveloping you in its comforting embrace. The material feels smooth and resilient beneath your touch, a cool surface that absorbs the faint residual warmth from the day. Your hand, still holding the crystal glass, feels the subtle coolness of the chilled liquid, the smooth, polished surface of the glass against your palm. Inside, the ice makes a faint, delicate clink as the yacht rocks with an almost imperceptible sway, a tiny crystalline sound in the vast openness. You bring the glass to your lips once more, taking another slow, unhurried sip. The aperitif is crisp, its delicate herbal notes now mingled with the fresh, clean taste of the sea air. You feel the cool liquid glide smoothly across your tongue, a refreshing sensation that cleanses the palate, leaving a subtle, lingering aftertaste that is both complex and deeply satisfying. You lower the glass gently, allowing your gaze to drift out towards the horizon, where the sun, a vast, molten orb, slowly dips towards the ocean's edge, its fiery edges softening, blurring into the deepening cerulean of the sky. Each passing moment brings a subtle, almost imperceptible shift in the colors of the western sky. The vibrant gold at the sun's core gradually fades to a blushing peach, then a soft, ethereal lavender at the furthest reaches of the clouds. These hues stretch across the vast canvas of the sky, reflected faintly on the calm, undulating surface of the water, creating a mirror image of fading light. The distant, muted hum of the shore, a continuous, low frequency, blends seamlessly with the gentle slosh of the waves, becoming a part of the vast, enveloping quiet. The yacht continues its gentle, rhythmic sway, a slow, hypnotic motion that encourages your body to relax even deeper into the plush lounger. You feel the subtle rise and fall, the barely perceptible shift of weight, a constant, comforting reminder of your position on the boundless ocean. The faint creak of the polished teak deckboards, a dry, soft whisper, occasionally punctuates the stillness, a natural sound of the vessel settling into the evening. The cool breeze continues to caress your face and arms, a steady, soothing presence. As the last sliver of the sun disappears beneath the distant horizon, a profound stillness descends, deepening the twilight into a rich, inky indigo. The sky, once ablaze with color, now reveals the first faint pinpricks of distant stars, emerging one by one against the darkening canvas. The vastness of the ocean around you feels immense, silent, a profound, enveloping presence. Your breathing slows, becoming even and deep, matching the quiet, rhythmic pulse of the ocean, a gentle invitation to deeper calm as the night unfolds its tranquil embrace. The cool, salty air fills your lungs, a refreshing, grounding sensation that anchors you firmly in this moment. The last blush of sunset has faded from the horizon, leaving the vast ocean a deep, inky blue, and the gentle, rhythmic sway of the yacht now calls for a transition indoors. You rise slowly from the plush deck lounger, feeling the soft fabric release its hold, and step onto the smooth, cool teak planks of the deck. The cool, salty air, invigorating moments ago, now gives way to a desire for a different kind of warmth and stillness as you move towards the yacht's interior, leaving the expansive openness for a more intimate, hushed sanctuary. You move across the polished teak, your steps quiet and deliberate, towards a discreet entrance on the main deck. The heavy, insulated door, crafted from a lustrous dark mahogany, swings inward with a soft, almost imperceptible whoosh as your hand presses gently against its cool brass handle. You step into a hushed corridor where the air immediately feels warmer, subtly humid, carrying a faint, clean scent of eucalyptus and warmed stone, a distinct and welcoming contrast to the ocean's crispness. The door closes behind you with a soft, solid thada, sealing away the sounds of the sea. The corridor is dimly lit by concealed, linear lighting, casting a soft, amber glow that guides your path. The floor beneath your bare feet is a continuous expanse of smooth, precisely cut slate, its surface radiating a gentle, consistent warmth that penetrates deeply, easing any lingering tension. Your steps are silent, absorbed by the solidity of the stone, a quiet rhythm leading you deeper into the yacht's private spa sanctuary. A profound stillness pervades the air, broken only by the barely audible, rhythmic hum of the yacht's advanced climate control system, ensuring the perfect, enveloping warmth. You enter the main spa chamber, a space designed for ultimate relaxation. The light here is even softer, diffused, emanating from hidden cove lighting that casts a gentle, flattering glow, eliminating all harsh shadows. The air is thick, with a calming aroma, a bespoke blend of lavender, sandalwood, and a hint of warmed essential oils, a fragrance that invites deep relaxation. In the center of the room, a wide, custom-built massage table stands ready, draped in layers of the finest, softest Egyptian cotton, its surface appearing impossibly plush and inviting. You approach the table, its height perfectly calibrated, and with a slow, unhurried motion, you lie down. The cotton sheets feel exquisitely smooth and cool against your skin, then quickly warm to your body temperature, enveloping you in a cocoon of softness. The internal cushioning of the table yields perfectly, supporting every curve of your body, creating a sense of weightlessness, as if you are floating gently. You feel the subtle, consistent warmth radiating from the table itself, a deep, penetrating heat that begins to loosen muscles even before any touch. A quiet presence moves to your side. You feel the gentle, almost imperceptible touch of warm, smooth oil being applied to your back, a delicate, reassuring sensation. The oil is rich, subtly scented with a hint of warmed jasmine, its texture silken as it glides across your skin. Then, with a slow, deliberate pressure, the massage begins. Strong, yet gentle hands move across your shoulders, tracing the contours of your muscles, applying a steady, even pressure that feels deeply soothing. Each stroke is long, unhurried, a repetitive, hypnotic motion that encourages your mind to drift further and further into a state of profound relaxation. The subtle swish of hands moving over oiled skin is the only sound, a soft, rhythmic whisper in the profound stillness of the room. The tension in your muscles slowly, gradually, begins to melt away under the expert, consistent pressure. You feel the warmth of the oil, the strength and precision of the hands, working in perfect harmony. The rhythmic swish of hands moving over oiled skin slowly fades, and the last vestiges of tension melt away from your muscles, leaving behind a profound sense of lightness and warmth. You remain lying on the impossibly soft massage table in your private spa sanctuary, enveloped in layers of fine Egyptian cotton. The air, thick with the calming aroma of lavender and sandalwood, feels gently humid, a consistent, enveloping warmth that penetrates deep into your being. The yacht's subtle, rhythmic sway is now a barely perceptible cradling motion, lulling you deeper into a state of serene calm. A quiet presence moves to your side, placing something new upon your skin. You feel the distinct, smooth, weighty warmth of polished river stones being placed strategically along your spine, then on your abdomen, and finally, nestled gently in the palms of your hands. Each stone radiates a deep, consistent heat, a soothing, penetrating warmth that sinks into your muscles, chasing away any lingering coolness. The smooth, almost silken surface of the stones feels exquisite against your skin, a grounding, comforting presence. The subtle vide, as each stone settles into place, is a soft, muffled punctuation in the profound stillness. The ambient lighting in the spa chamber shifts, dimming further, transitioning from the soft, diffused glow to a deeper, more intimate twilight. Scattered throughout the room, discreetly placed votives, each holding a flickering beeswax candle, now become the primary source of illumination. The soft golden light dances gently on the walls, casting long, wavering shadows that sway with an almost hypnotic rhythm, creating a mesmerizing play of light and dark. The faint, clean scent of melting beeswax, a subtle, sweet aroma, now mingles with the calming essential oils, deepening the fragrant atmosphere. You close your eyes, allowing the gentle warmth of the stones to permeate every fiber of your being. The heat is not intense, but rather a profound, consistent warmth that feels deeply therapeutic, relaxing muscles and calming the nervous system. You feel the subtle weight of each stone, a reassuring pressure that anchors you to the present moment. The soft, flickering light of the candles, perceived even through closed eyelids as a gentle, rhythmic pulsation of warmth, further encourages a state of deep, unhurried relaxation. The yacht's gentle sway, barely noticeable before, now feels like a natural part of this serene experience, a soft, rocking motion that cradles you in profound peace. The silence in the spa is absolute, broken only by the soft, almost imperceptible drip-drip of a distant water feature, a delicate, rhythmic sound that is both consistent and entirely non-intrusive. It is a natural, white noise, a subtle backdrop that only serves to deepen the profound stillness. You breathe slowly, deeply, each inhale bringing in the calming, fragrant air, each exhale releasing any remaining tension. The warmth from the stones, the subtle scent of beeswax, and the hypnotic dance of candlelight combine to create a deeply immersive sensory cocoon, a complete detachment from the outside world. You feel your body sinking deeper into the plush comfort of the table, a sense of profound weightlessness settling over you. The smooth, warm stones become an extension of your own relaxed form, their heat a comforting, unwavering presence. The gentle sway of the yacht, the soft, flickering light, and the rhythmic sound of the distant water all conspire to lull you into a state of utter tranquility. Everything is still, perfectly calm, perfectly aligned, inviting a deep, unhurried surrender to the pervasive peace that now envelops you completely. Your breathing is slow, even, and deep, a quiet rhythm in the profound stillness. The last trace of warmth from the riverstones has faded, leaving your muscles deeply relaxed, and the gentle sway of the yacht's spa sanctuary now transitions you towards a different kind of quietude. You rise slowly from the massage table, enveloped in a profound sense of lightness and peace, and move with unhurried grace through the dimly lit corridor, the slate floor cool and smooth beneath your bare feet. The air, still carrying the faint, calming aroma of sandalwood and eucalyptus, gently guides you back to the yacht's main living area. You step into your private study aboard the yacht, a space of rich, dark mahogany and hushed elegance. The overhead lights are softly dimmed, allowing the warm, focused glow of a single, antique brass desk lamp to command the center of the room. Its light, a soft, inviting pool of amber, falls directly onto the expansive, polished mahogany desk, illuminating its finely grained surface. The air here holds a deep, resonant scent of aged wood, mingled with the subtle, clean aroma of fine paper and ink, a fragrance that speaks of quiet contemplation and intellectual pursuit. You approach the desk, its surface smooth and cool beneath your fingertips, as you settle into the deep, leather-upholstered armchair. The leather yields with a soft, almost imperceptible creak, conforming perfectly to your form, embracing you in its firm yet gentle support. The chair's polished brass casters make a faint, dry whisper as you adjust your position slightly, finding the perfect ergonomic balance. The weight of the chair feels substantial, grounding, a quiet anchor in the tranquil room. On the desk, directly illuminated by the soft lamplight, rests a journal. It is bound in a rich, dark green leather, its surface smooth and slightly textured beneath your touch, with a subtle, aged patina that hints at years of quiet reflection. Beside it, a slender, perfectly balanced fountain pen, crafted from polished ebony with silver accents, lies poised. You reach for the journal, feeling its satisfying weight, its solid, comforting presence in your hands. The leather, cool at first, slowly warms to your touch. You open the journal carefully, the thick, creamy pages parting with a soft, dry crackle. The faint, earthy scent of old paper and ink rises gently from between the leaves, a grounding aroma that invites introspection. You turn to a fresh page, its surface smooth and unblemished, waiting for your thoughts. The soft lamplight illuminates the paper with a warm, even glow, making the subtle texture of the fibers visible, a delicate canvas for your writing. You notice the precise, almost imperceptible lines of the ruling, perfectly spaced to guide your hand. You pick up the ebony fountain pen, its polished barrel cool and smooth in your hand, its subtle weight perfectly balanced. With a soft, deliberate snick, the cap lifts, revealing the fine, gold nib tipped with iridium. You then bring the nib to the paper, the delicate tip making contact with a faint, almost inaudible scratch. You begin to write, the dark, rich ink flowing smoothly from the nib, leaving a precise, elegant line across the creamy page. The soft, rhythmic scratch of the pen on the paper is the only sound, a hypnotic, repetitive whisper that encourages a deep, meditative focus, allowing your thoughts to flow freely and unhurriedly. The quiet act of journaling, illuminated by the soft lamplight, brings a profound sense of calm and clarity. The rich scent of mahogany and aged paper, the gentle scratch of the pen, and the profound stillness of the study create a deeply soothing atmosphere. The yacht's gentle, rhythmic sway, a barely perceptible motion, now feels like a natural part of this serene experience, a soft, rocking motion that cradles you in profound peace. The rich, dark ink from your ebony fountain pen flows effortlessly across the creamy, unblemished page of your leather-bound journal, illuminated by the soft, focused glow of the antique brass desk lamp. The profound stillness of the mahogany-lined study on your yacht deepens around you, broken only by the gentle, rhythmic scratch-scratch of the fine gold nib gliding across the paper, a hypnotic whisper that encourages your thoughts to unfold with unhurried grace. The air, thick with the comforting aroma of aged wood and fine paper, feels perfectly still, perfectly conditioned, a sanctuary for quiet reflection as the night embraces the vast ocean. You continue to write, each letter formed with deliberate precision, the subtle pressure of your fingers on the cool, polished ebony barrel of the pen, a grounding sensation. The dark ink, a deep, almost luminous blue-black, spreads smoothly into the absorbent fibers of the thick paper, drying almost instantly, leaving behind an elegant, permanent mark. You notice the faint, almost imperceptible friction of the nib against the page, a delicate resistance that guides your hand, ensuring a steady, controlled flow of thoughts onto the waiting canvas. The soft, amber light from the lamp casts a warm, inviting glow over your hands, highlighting the subtle texture of the leather-bound journal beneath your touch, a quiet testament to its enduring quality and the intimate stories it holds within its pages. You pause then, lifting the pen slightly from the paper, allowing your gaze to drift over the freshly written lines. The elegant script, a reflection of your unhurried pace, fills a small section of the page, a quiet distillation of the day's experiences and observations. The faint, earthy scent of the ink, newly dried, mingles with the deeper, more complex aroma of the aged paper, creating a unique, comforting fragrance that invites a moment of serene contemplation. You lean back slightly into the deep, leather-upholstered armchair, feeling the supple hide yield softly to your form, embracing you in its firm yet gentle support. The yacht's gentle, rhythmic sway, a barely perceptible motion, now feels like a natural extension of your own relaxed state, a soft, cradling movement that lulls you deeper into a state of profound peace. With a slow, deliberate motion, you gently close the leather-bound journal. The thick, creamy pages settle against each other with a soft, dry rustle, a hushed sigh that marks the end of this quiet session of introspection. The rich, dark green leather cover feels smooth and cool beneath your fingertips, its subtle texture a comforting presence. You place the journal precisely in the center of the illuminated section of the mahogany desk, its solid weight, a quiet anchor in the tranquil room. Then, with an equally unhurried movement, you replace the cap on the ebony fountain pen, the soft, precise snick, a delicate punctuation mark in the profound silence. You set the pen back onto its polished onyx stand, its form a sleek, dark silhouette against the warm lamplight. Your eyes drift from the desk, sweeping across the mahogany-lined study. The walls, paneled in highly figured dark mahogany, gleam softly in the ambient light, their deep, rich tones radiating a profound sense of warmth and quiet luxury. The intricate grain of the wood, a complex tapestry of dark and lighter hues, seems to shift and deepen in the soft lamplight, inviting a moment of unhurried visual exploration. The deep pile of the silk rug beneath your feet absorbs all sound, creating an almost ethereal quietude. The distant, muted slosh of water against the yacht's hull, a consistent, low frequency, is the only sound from the world outside, a gentle, rhythmic hum that blends seamlessly with the profound stillness within the study, serving as a constant, subtle reminder of the serene isolation of your private vessel on the vast, dark ocean. The rich scent of aged mahogany and the lingering presence of quiet reflection slowly recede as you gently close your journal in the study. The soft glow of the desk lamp now the primary beacon in the deepening night. The yacht's subtle, rhythmic sway continues, a gentle reminder of the vast ocean outside as you rise from the comfortable leather armchair, feeling its supple hide release you with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh. You move with unhurried grace from the study, your steps absorbed by the deep pile of the silk rug, heading towards a different kind of sanctuary on board. You glide through the yacht's internal passages, where the polished teak deckboards, familiar beneath your bare feet, offer a consistent, smooth surface. The ambient lighting in these corridors is minimal, designed for quiet navigation during the late hours, casting long, soft shadows that dance gently with the yacht's imperceptible motion. The air remains perfectly conditioned, cool and still, carrying the faint, clean scent of the sea, now mingled with a subtle, almost leathery aroma that hints at the destination ahead. The profound stillness of the yacht's interior is broken only by the barely audible rhythmic slosh of water against the hull, a distant, consistent whisper that lulls rather than distracts. You approach a set of heavy, deeply padded double doors, crafted from a dark, lustrous walnut, their surfaces smooth and cool to the touch. There are no visible handles, only a subtle, almost invisible seam that delineates their presence. With a gentle, deliberate pressure against a discreet panel, the doors begin to part, slowly and silently, with a soft, almost ethereal loosh, revealing an interior of profound darkness and hushed anticipation. This is your private home cinema, a space meticulously designed for immersive sensory experience, completely insulated from the outside world. You step across the threshold, allowing the heavy doors to glide shut behind you with a soft, solid disnut that seals away all external sound. The air inside is immediately thicker, softer, carrying a distinct, comforting aroma of plush velvet, fine leather, and a faint, subtle sweetness, perhaps from a carefully chosen ambient scent. The floor beneath your feet is a deep, luxurious carpet, its pile so dense that your steps are completely absorbed, creating no sound, only a yielding, enveloping softness that cradles your feet. The darkness is absolute, a velvety blackness that invites your eyes to adjust, slowly, gradually. As your vision acclimates, the faintest, almost imperceptible glow emerges from the edges of the vast, recessed screen that dominates the far wall. It is a subtle, deep indigo light, just enough to outline its immense proportions, a silent canvas awaiting illumination. You discern the silhouettes of deep, ergonomically designed armchairs, arranged in a single, perfectly spaced row, each one a private cocoon of comfort. These chairs are upholstered in a rich, dark charcoal velvet, their surfaces appearing incredibly soft and inviting in the minimal light. You move towards one of these armchairs, your hand reaching out to touch its plush surface. The velvet feels exquisitely soft, warm, and deeply inviting beneath your fingertips, its fine fibers yielding with a gentle, almost silent brush. With a slow, unhurried motion, you sink into its depths. The chair cradles your body perfectly, its internal mechanisms adjusting with a soft, almost imperceptible tray to conform to your posture, supporting your back, neck, and head in a state of absolute comfort. You feel the plushness envelop you, a deep, resilient softness that holds you securely, effortlessly. Your head rests against the soft, velvet headrest, and you close your eyes for a moment, allowing the profound quietude of the cinema to wash over you completely. The deep, plush velvet of the armchair cradles you completely in the profound darkness of your private home cinema, its contours perfectly embracing your form, supporting every subtle curve. The subtle hum of the projection system, a deep, low frequency, is the only mechanical sound, a rhythmic, steady presence that is more felt than heard, a gentle pulse in the enveloping quiet. The air, thick and soft, carries the comforting aroma of fine leather and plush velvet, a subtle sweetness lingering from a carefully chosen ambient scent, creating an atmosphere of luxurious stillness as the late night unfolds around you. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing your body to sink even deeper into the resilient softness of the chair, feeling its subtle adjustments, the way it perfectly conforms to your posture, holding you effortlessly. The profound quietude of the room is a tangible presence, a soft, heavy blanket of silence that wraps around you, allowing any lingering thoughts to simply drift away, unhurried and unexamined. The distant slosh of the ocean, a soft, rhythmic whisper just moments ago, is now completely absent, replaced by this absolute stillness, a deep, enveloping calm that prepares your senses for the gentle unfolding of the film. Then, with a subtle, almost imperceptible shift, the vast screen before you awakens. A soft, monochromatic light blossoms from its center, expanding slowly to fill the entire frame, a gentle, ethereal glow against the velvety blackness of the room. The initial images are fluid, graceful, a silent classic film beginning its quiet narrative. The figures on the screen, rendered in exquisite shades of silver, charcoal, and deepest black, move with an elegant, almost dreamlike quality, their gestures and expressions conveying emotion without a single spoken word. The light from the screen is soft, not harsh, a gentle illumination that barely disturbs the deep calm of the room, creating an intimate, focused viewing experience. A soft, melodic score played by a discreet, unseen orchestra begins to fill the space, rising gently from the precisely calibrated, hidden speakers. The music is subtle, entirely instrumental, a delicate tapestry of strings and woodwinds that perfectly complements the silent narrative unfolding on screen, never intruding, only enhancing the visual story with its gentle, flowing rhythm. The sound washes over you, a soothing presence that blends seamlessly with the profound quietude, a subtle enhancement to the visual poetry. You feel the deep, resonant vibrations of the low notes, a gentle, almost tactile sensation that permeates the plush comfort of your armchair, anchoring you deeper into the present moment. You reach out, your fingers brushing against the soft, cool surface of a fine cashmere throw draped across the armrest. Its texture is incredibly delicate, almost weightless, yet it holds a subtle, comforting warmth, With a slow, unhurried motion, you draw it gently over your lap, feeling its exquisite softness settle over your legs, a delicate whisper of fibers against your skin. The cashmere feels impossibly smooth, a luxurious caress that adds another layer of comfort to your already profound state of relaxation. The faint, clean scent of the cashmere, a subtle, almost powdery aroma, rises gently, mingling with the other soft fragrances of the room. Your gaze remains fixed on the screen, absorbed by the hypnotic rhythm of the moving images. The narrative unfolds through subtle glances, graceful movements, and the expressive play of light and shadow across the actors' faces. There is no urgency in the story, only a gentle, unhurried progression, each scene flowing seamlessly into the next, a quiet dance of visual poetry. The monochromatic palette, devoid of distracting color, encourages a deeper focus on form, on composition, on the subtle interplay of light and dark. The profound darkness and enveloping quiet of the private home cinema slowly recede as the silent classic film gently concludes its visual narrative. You stir slightly in the deep, plush, velvet armchair, feeling its resilient softness release you with an almost imperceptible sigh, a lingering warmth in its embrace. The subtle hum of the projection system, a steady low frequency, gradually fades into the background as you rise with unhurried grace, leaving the immersive stillness of the screening room behind. The heavy, dark walnut doors part silently at your approach, closing with a soft, solid hue that seals away the cinematic world, returning you to the hushed passages of the yacht. You move across the polished teak deck boards, familiar beneath your bare feet, their cool, smooth surface, a grounding presence in the late night. The ambient lighting in the corridors is now at its lowest setting, casting long, soft shadows that stretch and sway gently with the yacht's almost imperceptible motion on the calm ocean. The air remains perfectly conditioned, cool and still, carrying the faint, clean scent of salt and polished wood, a subtle invitation to a different kind of natural beauty. You approach a wide, arched doorway, crafted from precision-engineered glass and slender dark bronze, its surface cool and smooth to the touch. With a gentle, deliberate pressure, the glass door pivots silently inward, revealing the ethereal glow of your private conservatory. You step through the threshold, and immediately feel a distinct shift in the air. It is slightly cooler, gently humid, carrying a rich, complex aroma of damp earth, verdant foliage, and the delicate, sweet perfume of night-blooming jasmine, a fragrant contrast to the yacht's interior. The polished dark granite floor beneath your feet feels cool and smooth, reflecting the soft silvery light that bathes the entire space. The gentle, rhythmic slosh of water against the yacht's hull is now faintly audible, a distant, soothing whisper that blends with the profound stillness of the conservatory. The moonlight, full and luminous, streams through the vast, arched glass ceiling and walls, painting the interior with an otherworldly silver glow. It illuminates the intricate patterns of delicate ferns, the broad, waxy leaves of exotic plants, and the slender, elegant forms of orchids, each detail rendered in stark, monochromatic beauty. In the center of the room, a large, circular workstation table, crafted from smooth, pale limestone, stands ready. Upon its surface, a collection of pristine glass vases gleams, catching and refracting the moonlight, alongside a selection of slender, sharp floral shears. You approach the limestone table, its surface cool and incredibly smooth beneath your fingertips as you lean slightly. A selection of freshly cut blooms rests on a fine linen cloth beside the vases, their delicate petals still cool with the night's dew. You gently pick up a single stem of a white gardenia, its petals feeling impossibly soft and velvety beneath your thumb, a cool, resilient texture. Its intoxicatingly sweet, heady fragrance immediately rises, filling your senses, a profound, enveloping perfume that is both delicate and rich. You hold it for a moment, admiring its perfect creamy form in the silvery light. With a slow, precise motion, you reach for the slender floral shears, their brushed stainless steel handles cool and smooth in your hand. The blades are exceptionally sharp, honed to a perfect edge. You position the gardenia stem, aligning it carefully. With a soft, barely audible snip, the stem is cleanly cut, the sound crisp and dry, a small punctuation in the profound quiet. Then, you select a tall, slender crystal vase, its surface smooth and cool, its polished clarity reflecting the moonlight. The single white gardenia, perfectly placed in its crystal vase, glows with an inner luminescence under the soft, silvery moonlight that streams into your private conservatory. The cool, humid air, thick with the delicate perfume of night-blooming jasmine and damp earth, wraps around you, a refreshing and grounding presence. The distant, rhythmic slosh of water against the yacht's hull is a soothing, consistent whisper, a gentle lullaby in the profound stillness of the late night. You stand by the smooth, pale limestone workstation table, its surface cool and incredibly smooth beneath your fingertips. Your gaze drifts over the remaining selection of freshly cut blooms, now focusing on a cluster of white orchids, their delicate, intricate forms awaiting your attention. Each orchid, with its pristine white petals and subtle, almost translucent veins, appears as a miniature work of art, a testament to natural elegance. The faint, sweet scent of their blossoms, a delicate, almost powdery fragrance, rises gently, mingling with the other aromas of the conservatory. With a slow, deliberate motion, you carefully select a single orchid stem. Its slender, resilient stalk feels cool and smooth between your fingers, a delicate, yet firm presence. You notice the precise way the multiple blossoms are arranged along its length, each one perfectly formed, a testament to nature's artistry. You bring the stem closer, admiring the intricate details of its petals, the subtle curve of its labellum, each detail rendered in stark, exquisite beauty by the moonlight. The cool, smooth texture of the petals feels incredibly delicate, almost silken beneath your thumb. You reach for the slender floral shears, their brushed stainless steel handles cool and smooth in your hand, their blades exceptionally sharp. You position the orchid stem carefully, aligning it with a precise, unhurried intention. With a soft, barely audible snip, the stem is cleanly cut, the sound crisp and dry, a small punctuation in the profound quiet. Then, you turn your attention to a selection of ceramic vases, each one a unique, hand-thrown piece of art, their matte surfaces cool and subtly textured. You choose a low, wide vase, its exterior a deep, earthy gray, its interior glazed with a subtle pearlescent white. You pour a small amount of fresh, cool water into the chosen ceramic vase from a nearby carafe. The gentle glug-glug of the water, followed by the soft, rhythmic plink-plink as it settles against the ceramic, is a soothing, consistent sound. The water appears dark and still against the pearlescent glaze, reflecting the faint moonlight. With utmost care, You place the cut orchid stem into the water-filled vase. The stem sinks gracefully, and the delicate blossoms seem to unfurl slightly, absorbing the cool liquid, a quiet act of renewal. You adjust its position by a bare millimeter, ensuring its form is perfectly balanced, its pristine white petals contrasting elegantly with the deep gray of the ceramic and the verdant backdrop. You step back, allowing your gaze to take in the serene arrangement, the exquisite white orchid standing in quiet harmony with its ceramic vessel, the profound stillness of the conservatory, broken only by the faint, distant slosh of the ocean and the delicate sense of the night, wraps around you completely. The cool, humid air, a refreshing and invigorating presence, continues to caress your skin. The moonlight streams through the glass, a serene, silver bath that bathes every leaf, every petal, in its tranquil glow, highlighting the intricate curves of the orchid, its soft, inviting texture. The gentle task of arranging these delicate blooms brings a deep sense of calm and focused satisfaction. Each precise action, each quiet observation, contributes to a profound sense of peace. Your breathing slows, becoming even and deep, matching the profound quietude of the moonlit space. The delicate white orchid, now perfectly placed in its ceramic vase, glows softly under the moon's serene light in your private conservatory. You turn from the pale limestone table, leaving behind the cool, humid air and the subtle, sweet fragrance of night-blooming jasmine. Your bare feet glide across the cool, polished granite floor, guiding you from the verdant, glass-enclosed sanctuary back into the hushed, interior passages of the yacht, where the air feels distinctly warmer and stiller, carrying a deep, rich scent of polished wood. The yacht continues its gentle, rhythmic sway on the calm ocean, a barely perceptible motion that now feels like a natural part of the profound quiet. You move with unhurried grace through the dimly lit corridors, the polished teak deckboards familiar beneath your feet, their smooth surface offering a consistent, grounding presence. The ambient lighting has softened further, casting long, deep shadows that dance subtly with the yacht's imperceptible movement. You approach a heavy, deeply paneled door, crafted from lustrous mahogany, its surface radiating a quiet warmth. As your hand presses gently against the cool, dark bronze handle, the door swings inward with a soft, silent whoosh, revealing the inviting glow of your library nook. A profound, comforting aroma immediately envelops you. A deep, rich blend of aged mahogany, fine leather, and a faint, complex sweetness that hints at rare spirits. A fragrance that speaks of quiet contemplation and intimate luxury. The light in the nook is soft, warm, emanating from a single, strategically placed, antique bronze table lamp, its amber glow falling directly onto a small, round table crafted from burled walnut. The room itself is an intimate embrace of dark, polished mahogany paneling, its intricate grain visible in the soft illumination, creating a sense of enveloping warmth. You see a deep, leather-upholstered armchair, its rich, dark hide gleaming softly, inviting you to settle. On the small walnut table, a single, perfectly proportioned crystal wine glass stands ready, its polished surface catching the lamplight, and beside it, a slender, dark bottle, already uncorked, awaits. The air here is perfectly still, precisely conditioned, holding a consistent, gentle warmth that feels deeply comforting. You approach the armchair, its supple leather yielding with a soft, almost imperceptible creak as you slowly lower yourself into its depths. The chair cradles your body perfectly, its internal cushioning adjusting to conform to your posture, supporting your back and head in a state of absolute comfort. The leather feels cool at first, then quickly warms to your body, creating a sense of secure, enveloping luxury. Your hand reaches for the crystal wine glass, its weight substantial and cool in your palm. With a slow, unhurried motion, you lift the slender bottle, feeling its cool, smooth glass, and carefully pour a measure of deep, ruby-red liquid into the waiting glass. The wine flows with a delicate glug, a soft, rhythmic sound that is quickly absorbed by the plush carpet, followed by the faint, almost imperceptible glunk as the bottle is gently returned to the table. You hold the glass for a moment, allowing its warmth to transfer from the wine to the crystal, and then gently to your fingers. The rich, complex aroma of the wine, a blend of dark berries, subtle oak, and a hint of earthy spice, rises slowly, filling your senses with its quiet promise. You bring the cool, thin rim of the glass to your lips, taking a slow, deliberate sip. The wine is smooth, velvety, its complex flavors unfolding gently on your tongue. A deep, lingering fruitiness, a subtle dryness, and a warm, comforting finish that spreads slowly through your mouth. You feel its gentle warmth permeate your body, a quiet, internal glow that deepens the sense of peace. The complex flavors of the aged Bordeaux, a blend of dark berries and subtle oak, linger on your tongue, a warm, comforting finish that spreads slowly through your mouth in the profound quiet of your mahogany-lined study. You are deeply settled in the luxurious leather armchair, the soft, amber glow of the antique bronze lamp casting long, gentle shadows across the polished wood, creating an intimate cocoon of tranquility on your private yacht. The distant, rhythmic slosh of water against the hull is a soothing, consistent whisper, a constant, gentle lullaby that blends seamlessly with the deep stillness of the late night. You hold the crystal wine glass gently, feeling its substantial weight, the finely cut facets cool against your fingertips. The ruby-red liquid within, a luminous depth of color, shimmers softly with the yacht's almost imperceptible sway, catching the lamplight in tiny fleeting glints. You slowly rotate the glass, observing the delicate legs of the wine as they trace their way down the inner surface, a silent testament to its viscosity and age. The subtle warmth from your palm begins to transfer to the crystal, a gradual, comforting exchange of temperature. You inhale deeply, allowing the rich, evolving bouquet of the Bordeaux to fill your senses once more, noticing new, subtle notes of leather and dried tobacco mingling with the dark fruit, an intricate symphony of aromas that deepens with each unhurried breath. With an unhurried grace, you bring the cool, thin rim of the glass back to your lips, taking another slow, deliberate sip. The wine is even smoother now, its velvety texture coating your tongue with a refined elegance. You allow the liquid to rest on your palate, discerning the layers of flavor that unfold. The initial burst of ripe plum, followed by a delicate hint of vanilla, and then a long, satisfying finish of subtle spice. Each nuance is appreciated, savored, without rush, a quiet exploration of taste. The warmth spreads through your mouth, then gently through your chest, a profound, internal glow that radiates outward, melting any residual tension, deepening the pervasive sense of peace. You feel the subtle, consistent pressure of the wine glass against your lips, a delicate, grounding sensation that anchors you to the present moment, allowing you to fully immerse in this sensory experience. You lean back further into the deep, leather-upholstered armchair, feeling its supple hide yield perfectly to your form, embracing you in its firm yet gentle support. The rich, dark mahogany paneling of the study walls gleams softly in the amber lamplight, its intricate grain visible, a complex tapestry of dark and lighter hues that seems to shift and deepen with your prolonged gaze. Shadows dance softly in the distant corners of the room, their movements subtle and fluid, adding to the intimate, hushed atmosphere, never intrusive, always gentle. The silence is profound, broken only by the barely audible, rhythmic sloshing of the ocean against the yacht's hull, a deep, continuous murmur that is more felt than heard. A constant, soothing presence that lulls you deeper into a state of unburdened calm. The air remains perfectly still, precisely conditioned, carrying the lingering complex scent of the aged wine and warm wood, a quiet symphony of aromas that envelops you completely. Your breathing slows, becoming even and deep, synchronizing with the gentle rhythmic pulse of the yacht on the calm ocean. The warmth from the wine, the enveloping comfort of the armchair, and the profound stillness of the library nook combine to create an exquisite, deeply serene moment. Everything is in its place, perfectly still, perfectly calm, as you simply rest, fully present in this quiet, privileged sanctuary, allowing the pervasive tranquility to deepen with each unhurried breath. The soft, amber lamplight casts a gentle glow, a quiet beacon in the deepening night, inviting a peaceful drift. The last complex notes of the aged Bordeaux fade from your palate, and the profound quiet of the mahogany-lined study on your yacht deepens further. You gently place the crystal wine glass on the burled walnut table. Its soft clink, a delicate punctuation in the still air. The soft amber glow of the antique brass lamp casts long, gentle shadows, creating an intimate warmth in the late night. The yacht's subtle, rhythmic sway continues, a gentle, consistent lullaby that now guides you towards the ultimate sanctuary of rest. You rise slowly from the deep, leather-upholstered armchair, feeling its supple hide release you with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh. Your steps are quiet and unhurried as you move through the dimly lit corridors of the yacht, the polished teak deckboards smooth and cool beneath your bare feet. The ambient lighting is minimal, designed for quiet navigation during these late hours, casting long, soft shadows that dance gently with the yacht's imperceptible motion. The air remains perfectly conditioned, cool and still, carrying the faint, clean scent of the sea, now mingled with a subtle, almost ethereal freshness that hints at a carefully prepared space. You approach a wide, elegantly paneled door, crafted from a pale, lustrous sycamore wood, its surface smooth and cool to the touch. As your hand presses gently against the cool, brushed silver handle, the door swings inward with a soft, silent whoosh, revealing the tranquil expanse of your private bedroom suite. A profound sense of calm immediately envelops you, accompanied by a subtle, clean scent of freshly laundered linen, and a faint, almost powdery aroma of lavender, an inviting fragrance that signals deep rest. The door closes behind you with a soft, precise sturks, sealing away any residual sounds, leaving you in absolute stillness. The bedroom is bathed in the softest, most diffused light, emanating from concealed linear fixtures embedded in the ceiling, creating an ethereal glow that banishes all harsh shadows. The air feels perfectly conditioned, cool and dry, a consistent temperature ideal for sleep. Your gaze drifts across the expansive space, noting the meticulous order. The vast bed, dressed in layers of crisp white linen and silk, stands as the serene focal point, an island of comfort. The floor beneath your feet is a deep, plush wool carpet, its thick pile yielding softly to your steps, absorbing all sound. You move slowly towards the bed, its inviting presence drawing you closer. With a deliberate, unhurried motion, you reach out and gently pull back the edge of the crisp linen duvet. The fabric, cool and smooth against your fingertips, rustles with a soft, dry *shhhk* sound as it folds back, revealing the pristine white silk sheets beneath. The silk feels exquisitely soft, cool, and incredibly smooth, a luxurious caress that promises unparalleled comfort. You smooth a hand across its surface, feeling its delicate texture, a subtle invitation to rest. Your attention then shifts to the bedside table, a minimalist design crafted from honed white marble, its surface cool and smooth. On it, a small, elegant, ceramic diffuser emits a faint, almost invisible mist, carrying the subtle, calming aroma of pure lavender essential oil. You lean closer, inhaling its delicate, soothing fragrance, a quiet cue for relaxation. Beside the diffuser, a crystal carafe of fresh water gleams, its polished surface catching the soft light, and a matching tumbler rests quietly, awaiting use. You gently place your hand on the cool, smooth surface of the marble, feeling its steady, grounding presence. You turn towards the tall, panoramic windows that line one wall, now completely covered by heavy, opaque drapes. With a slow, deliberate motion, you reach for the cord, its silk tassels soft against your fingers. The heavy, opaque drapes have now fully closed, sealing out all external light, plunging your private bedroom suite into a profound, velvety darkness. The clean, calming scent of pure lavender and freshly laundered linen subtly permeates the cool, dry air, a consistent, inviting fragrance that signals deep rest. The yacht's gentle, rhythmic sway, a barely perceptible motion, now seems to cradle the entire room, a soft, lulling presence that encourages your body to sink deeper into a state of serene calm. You stand in the center of this absolute stillness, your bare feet sinking slightly into the deep, plush wool carpet, its thick pile absorbing all sound, creating an almost ethereal quietude. You turn towards the bedside table, a minimalist design, crafted from honed white marble, its surface cool and smooth beneath your fingertips. On its surface, the elegant ceramic diffuser continues its silent work, emitting its faint, almost invisible mist of lavender, a subtle aromatic beacon in the darkness. Beside it, the crystal carafe of fresh water gleams faintly, catching any stray, residual light that might penetrate the profound darkness, its polished surface a cool, smooth presence. Your hand reaches slowly, deliberately, for the control panel discreetly set into the wall beside the bed. With a gentle, precise touch, your finger presses a single, cool, brushed metal button. There is no sound, only a subtle, almost imperceptible click that resonates more as a sensation than an audible noise. The last vestiges of ambient light, a faint, almost invisible glow from the concealed linear fixtures in the ceiling, instantly recede, dissolving completely into the profound darkness. The room is now truly absolute in its blackness, a sensory void that invites your eyes to close, to surrender to the absence of visual input. The faint, almost imperceptible hum of the yacht's internal systems, a deep, low frequency that is more felt than heard, continues its steady presence, a constant, reassuring rhythm in the enveloping quiet. You then reach for the crystal carafe on the cool, smooth marble bedside table, Your fingers close around its substantial, cool form, feeling the intricate facets of the glass. With an unhurried grace, you lift the matching tumbler, its weight perfectly balanced in your hand, and pour a small measure of water. The gentle glug-glug of the cool liquid flowing into the glass is a soft, rhythmic sound, a delicate punctuation in the profound stillness. You bring the cool, thin rim of the tumbler to your lips, taking a slow, deliberate sip. The water is perfectly chilled, pure and clean, its coolness spreading gently through your mouth, a refreshing sensation that cleanses the palate, leaving a subtle, lingering freshness. You lower the glass gently, placing it back onto the cool, smooth marble with a soft, almost imperceptible clink. You turn towards the expansive bed, its inviting presence now a tactile promise in the absolute darkness. With a slow, unhurried motion, you approach it, feeling the deep pile of the wool carpet yield softly beneath your bare feet with each silent step. You reach out, your hand brushing against the crisp linen duvet, its fabric cool and smooth against your fingertips. You pull back the duvet, feeling its gentle weight, and slide effortlessly into the waiting embrace of the bed. The silk sheets, cool and exquisitely smooth against your skin, welcome you, their delicate texture, a luxurious caress that promises unparalleled comfort. The faint, dry SHHHK asterisk of the sheets as they shift with your movement is a soft, hushed whisper in the profound quiet. Your body sinks gently into the plush mattress, its cushioning yielding perfectly, supporting every curve, creating a sense of weightlessness, as if you are floating gently on the calmest of waters. The profound darkness and absolute stillness of your bedroom suite now gently recede, replaced by a subtle, guiding light. You stir, feeling the deep, plush mattress yield softly beneath you, and the exquisite silk sheets whisper their release as you rise with unhurried grace. The lingering scent of lavender and fresh linen, a comforting presence, slowly fades as you move from the bed, your bare feet sinking slightly into the thick wool carpet. The cool, clean air of the yacht's interior is a refreshing caress as you prepare for a different kind of nightly ritual, a journey towards an even deeper calm. You move with quiet, deliberate steps through the yacht's dimly lit corridors, the polished teak deckboards smooth and cool beneath your bare feet. The ambient lighting is minimal, casting long, soft shadows that dance gently with the yacht's almost imperceptible motion on the calm ocean. The air remains perfectly conditioned, cool and still, carrying the faint, clean scent of the sea, now mingled with a delicate, almost ethereal aroma of jasmine and warmed wood, hinting at the sanctuary ahead. The distant, rhythmic slosh of water against the hull is a soothing, consistent whisper, a gentle lullaby that guides your path. You approach a set of wide, sliding panels, crafted from pale, unblemished hinoki wood, their surfaces smooth and cool to the touch. These panels are intricately carved with subtle, geometric patterns, reflecting the soft light. With a gentle, deliberate pressure against a discrete seam, the panels glide open with a soft, almost imperceptible *SHHHK* sound, revealing the ethereal glow of your private pavilion. You step across the threshold and immediately feel a distinct shift in the air. It is slightly warmer, gently humid, carrying a rich, complex aroma of damp earth, fresh bamboo, and the delicate, sweet perfume of night-blooming jasmine, a fragrant contrast to the yacht's interior. The floor beneath your feet is a perfectly woven tatami mat, its resilient surface yielding softly, absorbing all sound. The pavilion is bathed in a soft golden light, emanating not from hidden fixtures but from numerous flickering beeswax candles, strategically placed around the perimeter of the room and on low, dark-stained bamboo tables. Their gentle flames dance and sway, casting long, wavering shadows that move with a hypnotic rhythm across the pale hinoki walls and the intricate weave of the tatami. The faint, clean scent of melting beeswax, a subtle, sweet aroma, now mingles with the natural fragrances of the pavilion, deepening the fragrant atmosphere, creating an intimate, hushed sanctuary. The air remains perfectly still, precisely humidified, holding a consistent, gentle warmth that feels deeply comforting, a perfect environment for quiet contemplation. You move to the center of the tatami, your bare feet sinking slightly into its resilient, springy surface, feeling the intricate, cool weave of the rush fibers against your soles. Each step is absorbed by the mat, creating no sound, only a gentle, responsive compression. You then slowly lower yourself onto the tatami, kneeling with a deliberate, unhurried grace. The woven surface yields gently beneath your knees, a firm yet comfortable support. Your hands settle softly onto your lap, palms resting open, feeling the subtle texture of the mat through your clothing. The profound silence of the room deepens even further now, broken only by the soft, steady rhythm of your own breath, a quiet, internal whisper that guides your focus inward, and the almost imperceptible flicker of the distant candle flames. You close your eyes, allowing the soft, golden light of the candles to register even through closed eyelids, a gentle, rhythmic pulsation of warmth that encourages a state of deep, unhurried relaxation. The calming aroma of jasmine, bamboo, and melting beeswax fills your lungs with each slow, deep breath, deepening the sense of peace. The soft, golden light of the beeswax candles flickers gently in your private pavilion, casting long, wavering shadows across the hinoki wood walls and the tatami mat where you kneel, enveloped in profound stillness. The delicate scent of jasmine and melting beeswax lingers in the air, a comforting presence as the yacht continues its gentle, rhythmic sway on the calm ocean. With a slow, deliberate motion, you feel a subtle shift above you. A faint, almost imperceptible whir begins, a soft, hushed sound that is quickly absorbed by the thick, humid air of the pavilion. Above you, a section of the hinoki wood ceiling, intricately carved, begins to glide silently open, retracting with a smooth, precise engineering. The panels recede with an ethereal grace, revealing the vast, inky blackness of the night sky above, studded with countless, brilliant stars. A distinctly cooler, fresher breeze immediately brushes against your face, carrying the clean, crisp scent of the open sea, a subtle invigoration that deepens the sense of quietude. You tilt your head back slightly, allowing your gaze to drift upwards, completely absorbed by the immense, star-dusted canopy. Each star is a tiny, unwavering point of light, a distant, ancient beacon in the profound darkness, their silent, consistent presence a source of deep, unhurried contemplation. The vastness of the cosmos above, stretching endlessly into the silent depths, creates a profound sense of perspective, a quiet reminder of infinite space and time. The gentle, rhythmic slosh of water against the yacht's hull, a distant, consistent whisper, continues its steady presence, a gentle lullaby from the calm ocean, weaving itself into the profound stillness of the pavilion. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing the immense visual impression of the stars to settle within your mind. The coolness of the night air on your skin, the subtle scent of the sea, and the gentle sway of the yacht all combine to deepen your internal focus. You begin a slow, deliberate breathing exercise, a quiet ritual of drawing air deep into your lungs. You inhale slowly, feeling the cool, fresh air enter your nostrils, a delicate, almost imperceptible whoosh as it fills your chest, expanding your ribs with a gentle, silent pressure. You hold the breath for a moment, a pause in the profound stillness. Then, with an equally slow, unhurried motion, you exhale. You feel the warm, soft air leave your body, a delicate, almost silent swoosh as it empties your lungs completely, allowing your chest to gently contract, releasing any lingering tension. The sensation is one of profound release, a gentle letting go. You pause again, in the space between breaths, a moment of absolute stillness, before beginning the next cycle. Each breath is a deliberate, conscious act, a rhythmic ebb and flow that mirrors the gentle, consistent pulse of the ocean around you. The soft, clean scent of the night air, mingled with the faint, sweet aroma of jasmine from the surrounding plants, continues to fill your senses, a grounding, comforting presence. The repetitive, gentle motion of your breathing, combined with the profound stillness and the vast, silent presence of the stars, creates a deeply hypnotic effect. You feel your body sinking deeper into the yielding tatami, your muscles completely relaxed, unburdened. The coolness of the night air is refreshing, yet not cold, a perfect balance that encourages a state of serene calm. The distant slosh of the ocean, now an almost imperceptible background hum, continues its gentle, rhythmic presence, a constant, soothing companion in the vast, quiet night. The soft, flickering light of the remaining beeswax candles, barely visible at the edges of your vision, casts long, dancing shadows that sway with an almost imperceptible rhythm, a quiet, visual anchor in the deepening darkness. The vast, star-dusted canopy of the night sky slowly recedes as the hinoki wood panels of your private pavilion glide silently shut above you. The cool, fresh scent of the open sea and night air gently fades, replaced by the warm, humid aroma of jasmine and melting beeswax, a comforting presence that lingers in the profound stillness. You rise slowly from the yielding tatami, your body deeply relaxed from the breathing exercises, and move with unhurried grace from the pavilion, its panels closing with a soft, almost imperceptible asterisk, SHHHK asterisk behind you, restoring the quiet order of the yacht. You move with quiet, deliberate steps through the yacht's dimly lit corridors, the polished teak deckboards smooth and cool beneath your bare feet. The ambient lighting is minimal, casting long, soft shadows that dance gently with the yacht's almost imperceptible motion on the calm ocean. The air remains perfectly conditioned, cool and still, carrying the faint, clean scent of the sea, now mingled with a subtle, almost powdery aroma of lavender, a familiar fragrance that signals the approach of your private bedroom suite. The distant, rhythmic slosh of water against the hull is a soothing, consistent whisper, a gentle lullaby that guides your path. You approach the wide, elegantly paneled door of your bedroom, crafted from pale, lustrous sycamore, its surface smooth and cool to the touch. As your hand presses gently against the cool, brushed silver handle, the door swings inward with a soft, silent whoosh, revealing the profound darkness and absolute stillness within. The heavy, opaque drapes are already drawn, sealing out all external light, creating a velvety blackness that invites your eyes to close, to surrender to the absence of visual input. The consistent, cool temperature of the room feels exquisitely comfortable, a perfect environment for deep sleep. The door closes behind you with a soft, precise "2", sealing away any residual sounds, leaving you in absolute stillness. You move slowly, guided by memory and the faint scent of lavender, towards the bedside table, a minimalist design crafted from honed white marble. Its surface is cool and smooth beneath your fingertips as you reach for the essential items for the night. You discern the subtle forms of objects in the profound darkness, their presence known by touch and subtle aroma. First, your fingers brush against the elegant ceramic diffuser, still silently emitting its faint, almost invisible mist of lavender essential oil. You gently adjust its position by a bare millimeter, ensuring its soothing fragrance will subtly permeate the air throughout the night, a consistent, calming presence. Next, your hand finds the crystal carafe of fresh water. Its substantial, cool form a familiar comfort. You lift it with a slow, unhurried grace, feeling its precise weight. You then reach for the matching tumbler, its cool, smooth rim, a delicate presence against your fingers. With a gentle, deliberate motion, you pour a small measure of water into the glass. The soft, rhythmic glug-glug of the cool liquid flowing into the tumbler is a delicate punctuation in the profound stillness. You bring the cool, thin rim of the tumbler to your lips, taking a slow, deliberate sip. The water is perfectly chilled, pure and clean, its coolness spreading gently through your mouth, a refreshing sensation that cleanses the palate, leaving a subtle, lingering freshness. You lower the glass gently, placing it back onto the cool, smooth marble, with a soft, almost imperceptible clink. Finally, your fingers locate a small, exquisitely crafted leather tray, its surface smooth and slightly textured, holding a slender, dark wood bookmark. You pick up the bookmark, feeling its smooth, cool surface, and carefully place it beside the journal you were reading earlier, which rests on the lower shelf of the bedside table, ensuring its pages remain undisturbed. The profound darkness of your private bedroom suite now completely envelops you, a velvety blackness that invites your eyes to close, to surrender to the absence of visual input. The clean, calming scent of pure lavender and freshly laundered linen subtly permeates the cool, dry air, a consistent, inviting fragrance that signals deep rest. You stand by the honed, white marble bedside table, feeling its cool, smooth surface beneath your fingertips. The crystal carafe and tumbler now precisely return to their places, after your refreshing sip of water, their soft clink, a delicate echo in the profound stillness. The yacht's gentle, rhythmic sway, a barely perceptible motion, now seems to cradle the entire room, a soft, lulling presence that encourages your body to sink deeper into a state of serene calm. With a slow, deliberate motion, your fingers gently trace the cool, smooth surface of the crystal carafe, feeling its substantial weight, the intricate facets of the glass. You ensure its position is exactly aligned with the edge of the marble table, a quiet act of precise order. Next, your fingertips brush against the cool, smooth rim of the matching tumbler, checking its stability, its perfect balance. You nudge it by a bare millimeter, feeling the subtle friction as it glides across the polished stone, until it rests perfectly beside the carafe, a harmonious pair, ready for any quiet awakenings during the night. The delicate, almost imperceptible scrape of the glass against the marble is a soft, hushed punctuation in the deep quiet. Your hand then descends to the lower shelf of the bedside table, a hidden compartment crafted from dark, lacquered sycamore wood, its surface smooth and cool to the touch. Here the leather-bound journal, which you briefly considered earlier, now rests, its rich, dark green cover a familiar presence in the darkness. You reach for it, your fingers closing around its solid, comforting weight. With a gentle, unhurried motion, you adjust its position, sliding it slightly forward, then back, until it is perfectly aligned with the edge of the shelf, easily accessible should a fleeting thought require capturing, or a moment of quiet reading beckon. The soft, dry whisper of the leather against the lacquered wood is a delicate sound, almost absorbed by the plush carpet. Beside the journal, your fingers brush against the slender, dark wood bookmark you placed earlier. Its smooth, cool surface, a subtle presence. You ensure it lies flat, its delicate form not disturbing the quiet order of the shelf. The faint, earthy scent of old paper and leather, a comforting aroma, rises gently from the journal, mingling with the subtle lavender from the diffuser, creating a unique, grounding fragrance that speaks of quiet contemplation and serene rest. You pause, allowing your hand to rest for a moment on the cool, smooth surface of the sycamore shelf, feeling its steady, unyielding presence, a quiet anchor in the profound stillness. Finally, your hand moves to a discrete control panel, seamlessly integrated into the underside of the marble bedside table. Your finger, with a gentle, precise pressure, brushes against a small, cool, recessed button. There is no sound, only a subtle, almost imperceptible click that resonates more as a sensation than an audible noise. From a hidden fixture beneath the table's edge, a single soft, warm glow of light emerges. It is a very dim amber light, just enough to cast a gentle, diffused radiance over the immediate bedside area, preventing absolute darkness, yet entirely non-intrusive. A gentle, reassuring presence that barely disturbs the profound quiet. The light is perfectly calibrated, a subtle beacon that promises comfort without awakening. You stand by the bed, enveloped in the profound stillness and the soft, amber glow. The clean, calming scent of lavender and fresh linen fills the air, and the consistent, cool temperature feels exquisitely comfortable. The profound darkness and absolute stillness of your private bedroom suite gently begin to recede, yielding to a subtle, guiding light as you stir from the exquisite comfort of your bed. The clean, calming scent of pure lavender and freshly laundered linen subtly permeates the cool, dry air, a consistent, inviting fragrance that signals deep rest, yet a gentle call for a final, calming ritual of the night. You rise slowly from the deep, plush mattress, feeling its resilient softness release you, and the silk sheets whisper their delicate farewell as you carefully step from the bed, your bare feet sinking slightly into the thick wool carpet. The yacht's gentle, rhythmic sway, a barely perceptible motion, now seems to cradle you as you move towards a different sanctuary. You move with quiet, deliberate steps through the yacht's dimly lit corridors, the polished teak deckboards smooth and cool beneath your bare feet, their surface a consistent, grounding presence. The ambient lighting is minimal, casting long, soft shadows that dance gently with the yacht's almost imperceptible motion on the calm ocean. The air remains perfectly conditioned, cool and still, carrying the faint, clean scent of the sea, now mingling with a subtle, almost mineral aroma that hints at polished stone and pristine water, signaling your approach to the bathroom. The distant, rhythmic slosh of water against the hull is a soothing, consistent whisper, a gentle lullaby that guides your path. You approach a wide, seamless door, crafted from cool, frosted glass and brushed chrome, its surface smooth and opaque. As your hand presses gently against the cool, precise chrome handle, the door glides inward with a soft, silent whoosh, revealing the tranquil expanse of your private marble bathroom. A profound sense of pristine calm immediately envelops you, accompanied by a subtle, clean scent of purified water, fresh towels, and a faint, almost crystalline aroma of delicate skincare products. The door closes behind you with a soft, precise media bonner, sealing away any residual sounds, leaving you in absolute stillness. The bathroom is bathed in a soft, even light, emanating from concealed linear fixtures that perfectly illuminate the vast, uninterrupted surfaces of polished white Calacatta marble. The air feels perfectly conditioned, cool and dry, a consistent temperature ideal for a calming ritual. Your gaze drifts across the expansive space, noting the meticulous order, the deep, freestanding soaking tub, its porcelain gleaming, and the wide double vanity, its marble surface smooth and cool. The floor beneath your bare feet is a continuous expanse of the same cool, smooth marble, its surface radiating a gentle, consistent coolness that feels refreshing and grounding. You move slowly towards the double vanity, its pristine marble surface holding a precisely arranged collection of glass bottles and ceramic jars. You reach for a small, dark glass bottle, its cool, smooth surface fitting perfectly into the palm of your hand. With a gentle, deliberate twist, the cap releases with a soft, dry click, revealing the delicate dropper. You tilt the bottle, allowing a single, clear, viscous drop of facial oil to fall onto your fingertips. The oil is cool, then quickly warms to your skin, its texture incredibly silken, spreading effortlessly. It carries a faint, delicate aroma of rosehip and a subtle earthy undertone, a soothing fragrance that calms the senses. With slow, unhurried movements, you begin to gently massage the oil into your face. Your fingertips move in small, circular patterns, tracing the contours of your cheeks, your forehead, your jawline. The oil glides over your skin with an exquisite smoothness, a delicate, almost imperceptible jours as your fingers move. You feel the subtle warmth building beneath your touch, a gentle stimulation that encourages circulation and deep relaxation. The exquisite silken glide of the rosehip facial oil has left your skin feeling profoundly nourished, and the gentle, circular massage motions have eased any lingering tension, leaving a deep sense of peace in the tranquil marble bathroom. The subtle, clean scent of purified water, fresh towels, and the faint, almost crystalline aroma of delicate skincare products subtly permeate the cool, dry air, a consistent, inviting fragrance that wraps around you. You stand before the wide, double vanity, its pristine white Calacatta marble surface cool and smooth beneath your fingertips, a steady, grounding presence. The yacht's gentle, rhythmic sway, a barely perceptible motion, now seems to cradle you as you continue this final, unhurried ritual of the night. With slow, deliberate precision, your fingers close around the small, dark glass bottle of facial oil. You twist the cap with a gentle, unhurried motion, feeling the fine threads engage, creating a soft, dry click-click as it tightens securely. The cool, smooth glass of the bottle feels substantial, perfectly weighted in your palm. You then carefully place the bottle back onto its designated spot on the marble countertop, nudging it by a bare millimeter until it aligns perfectly with the subtle, precise grid of other meticulously arranged products. The soft, almost imperceptible thump as it settles onto the stone is a delicate punctuation in the profound stillness. Next, your hand reaches for a taller, slender bottle, crafted from frosted white glass, its surface cool and subtly textured, almost like a fine ceramic. This contains a delicate serum. Your fingers trace the elegant curve of its form, feeling the slight indentation of the label. You lift it gently, feeling its lighter, more ethereal weight compared to the oil. With a slow, deliberate twist, the dropper cap releases with a soft, precise squeak of glass against glass, a delicate sound that hints at the precision of its design. You carefully draw a single, pearlescent drop of the serum onto the tip of your ring finger. The liquid is cool, almost watery, yet with a subtle, viscous quality. Its faint, clean scent, a delicate blend of hyaluronic acid and a hint of white tea, a refreshing and pure aroma that invigorates the senses without overwhelming them. With utmost care, you begin to gently pat the serum onto your skin. Your fingertips, soft and precise, make delicate, almost imperceptible tap-tap-tap sounds against your cheeks, then your forehead, your chin. Each pat is unhurried, a light, rhythmic pressure that encourages the serum to absorb deeply, evenly. You feel the cool, refreshing liquid spread across your skin, a delicate, almost weightless sensation that quickly dissipates, leaving behind a subtle, refined smoothness. The repeated, gentle patting motion is deeply soothing, a quiet, rhythmic act of care that brings a profound sense of calm. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing your mind to focus entirely on the tactile sensations, the delicate contact of your fingertips against your skin, the subtle, cool, refreshing feeling. You then gently place the frosted glass serum bottle back onto the marble countertop, its cool base meeting the stone with a soft, almost imperceptible clink. Your gaze drifts to a small, heavy ceramic jar, its matte white surface smooth yet subtly textured, holding a rich, hydrating cream. You lift the lid with a slow, deliberate twist, feeling the slight resistance of the threads, a soft, dry asterisk, SHHHK asterisk as the lid releases. The cream inside is a pristine, pearly white, its surface smooth and undisturbed. You dip a clean, cool, polished silver spatula into the cream, feeling its thick, luxurious resistance as you scoop a small, precise amount onto your fingertips. The cream is cool, dense, and remarkably rich, its faint, clean scent. A subtle blend of shea butter and a whisper of chamomile, a deeply comforting and grounding aroma. The profound hydration of the luxurious cream has settled into your skin, leaving it exquisitely soft and deeply soothed, a final protective layer in the tranquil marble bathroom. The subtle, clean scent of purified water, fresh towels, and the delicate aroma of rosehip and chamomile subtly permeate the cool, dry air, a consistent, inviting fragrance that wraps around you. You stand before the wide, double vanity, its pristine, white Calacatta marble surface cool and smooth beneath your fingertips, a steady, grounding presence. The yacht's gentle, rhythmic sway, a barely perceptible motion, now seems to cradle you as you prepare for the deepest, most serene rest. With a slow, deliberate motion, your fingers gently close the lid of the ceramic cream jar, twisting it with unhurried precision until it is securely fastened with a soft, satisfying click. The cool, matte surface of the jar feels substantial, perfectly weighted in your palm. You then carefully place the jar back onto its designated spot on the marble countertop, nudging it by a bare millimeter until it aligns perfectly with the subtle, precise grid of other meticulously arranged products. The soft, almost imperceptible thump as it settles onto the stone is a delicate punctuation in the profound stillness. You wipe any residual moisture from your fingertips with a soft, pure white linen cloth, its fine fibers absorbing the dampness with a delicate, dry whisper. You turn from the vanity, allowing your gaze to sweep across the pristine, dimly lit bathroom, ensuring every item is in its precise place, every surface reflecting the profound order. The consistent, cool temperature of the room feels exquisitely comfortable, a perfect environment for this final transition. The yacht's gentle, rhythmic sway, a barely perceptible motion, now feels like a natural part of your own relaxed state, a soft, cradling movement that lulls you deeper into a state of profound peace. The faint, almost imperceptible hum of the yacht's internal systems, a deep, low frequency that is more felt than heard, continues its steady presence, a constant, reassuring rhythm in the enveloping quiet. You move with quiet, deliberate steps from the marble bathroom, the cool, smooth stone beneath your bare feet, providing a refreshing and grounding sensation. The door, crafted from cool, frosted glass and brushed chrome, glides shut behind you with a soft, silent whoosh, sealing away the tranquil space. You glide through the yacht's dimly lit corridors, the polished teak deckboards smooth and cool beneath your bare feet, their surface a consistent, grounding presence. The ambient lighting is minimal, casting long, soft shadows that dance gently with the yacht's imperceptible motion on the calm ocean. The air remains perfectly conditioned, cool and still, carrying the faint, clean scent of the sea, now mingled with the subtle, powdery aroma of lavender that emanates from your bedroom suite. You approach the wide, elegantly paneled door of your bedroom, crafted from pale, lustrous sycamore, its surface smooth and cool to the touch. As your hand presses gently against the cool, brushed silver handle, the door swings inward with a soft, silent whoosh, revealing the profound darkness and absolute stillness within. The heavy, opaque drapes are already drawn, sealing out all external light, creating a velvety blackness that invites your eyes to close, to surrender to the absence of visual input. The consistent, cool temperature of the room feels exquisitely comfortable, a perfect environment for deep sleep. The door closes behind you with a soft, precise thud, sealing away any residual sounds, leaving you in absolute stillness. You move slowly, guided by memory and the pervasive scent of lavender, towards the expansive bed, its inviting presence now a tactile promise in the absolute darkness. The freshly pressed silk sheets, cool and exquisitely smooth, now envelop you completely, a soft, ethereal embrace in the profound darkness of your private bedroom suite. The clean, calming scent of pure lavender and fresh linen subtly permeates the cool, dry air, a consistent, inviting fragrance that signals the deepest possible rest. The yacht's gentle, rhythmic sway, a barely perceptible motion, now seems to cradle the entire room, a soft, lulling presence that encourages your body to sink even deeper into a state of serene calm. You are perfectly still, your body a silent anchor in this absolute quietude. You shift slightly, a barely perceptible movement of your shoulder against the pillow, feeling the delicate fabric of the silk sheets glide across your skin. It is a whisper-soft friction, an almost imagined sensation, as the cool, smooth silk responds to your slightest shift, adjusting its exquisite drape around your form. The material flows and settles with an inherent grace, its fine fibers offering no resistance, only an unparalleled softness that feels like a second skin. You notice the subtle coolness of the silk where it is not touching your body, a refreshing contrast to the gentle warmth that builds where it is in direct contact, a perfect balance of temperature against your skin. The faint, dry asterisk, SHHHK asterisk of the silk as it moves, is so delicate it is almost absorbed by the profound stillness, a sound that is more felt than heard. Your head settles deeper into the soft, down-filled pillow, its cool, yielding surface conforming perfectly to the unique contours of your head and neck. The fine linen case, crisp and smooth, feels exquisitely comfortable against your cheek, its subtle texture, a gentle anchor in the velvety darkness. You feel the resilient compression of the down, its gentle support cradling your head, allowing your muscles to completely release any lingering tension. The subtle warmth of your skin slowly begins to transfer to the cool linen, creating a localized pocket of comfort, a quiet exchange of energy that deepens the sense of profound relaxation. Your ear rests gently against the pillow, and the only sound is the soft internal rhythm of your own pulse, a distant, muffled thrumming, and the faint, almost imperceptible hum of the yacht's internal systems, a deep, low frequency that is more felt than heard, a constant, reassuring presence in the enveloping quiet. The crisp linen duvet, light yet substantial, rests evenly across your body, its gentle weight, a comforting pressure, a soft, consistent presence over your shoulders, chest, and limbs. You feel its smooth, cool surface against your skin, a delicate barrier that maintains the perfect temperature beneath, neither too warm nor too cool. The duvet shifts imperceptibly with your slow, even breaths, rising and falling with a gentle, rhythmic motion that mirrors the quiet pulse of the yacht. Its subtle texture, a fine, almost invisible weave, is a grounding sensation, a soft, unhurried caress that encourages your body to remain perfectly still, perfectly at ease. The faint scent of freshly laundered linen, clean and pure, rises gently from the duvet, mingling with the subtle lavender from the ceramic diffuser on the bedside table, creating a harmonious blend of calming aromas that gently guides your senses towards a state of deep, unburdened rest. The yacht's gentle, rhythmic sway is now almost entirely imperceptible, a deep, continuous lull that blends seamlessly with the profound stillness of the room. The distant, muted slosh of water against the hull, a sound so faint it is almost a memory, has dissolved into the background, becoming a part of the vast, enveloping quiet. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the plush mattress, its resilient cushioning enveloping you, a soft, unyielding cradle that perfectly supports every curve of your body, creating a profound sense of weightlessness.